Welcome to Monday Night Going in Raw. I'm your host, Etep Wakuyan, and the place to be reviews right here with all of you so cheesy that should come with fries and a shake. Make no mistake, it's Monday night, baby, and we are here in the place to be reviews. I am joined this evening by my co-host, MJ. How you doing, MJ?
Hi. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. Also, over there on the other end of the let me point that right. He's over there, one square over on the Hollywood Squares game. Raiders of the Lost Flicks own Groovinator.
Pitter patter. Let's get at her.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
But do you haven't watched it? So.
I've watched
all of it.
I've been watching some clips on YouTube of it. I can dig it. I'm just it's on, what'd you say, Amazon Prime?
Hulu.
Okay, well, I don't know. I guess I could get somebody's Hulu password to check that out. Also joining us this evening, another member of the Familia. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Easy-E, Coach Loudy in the place to be.
Hi, everyone. You want to come lay right here next to me, big spoon, and we can go in Raw all Monday night. Groovinator, I may be underneath you, but get it straight, man. I'm no bottom. I guess get it by because I'm about to be on top.
I'll pounce on it.
Oh, I'll pounce on it, baby.
This is gonna be my face all night.
Who's we got Jeffrey
Dahmer?
Wigerson? I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. Yo, what's up, man? We have a a couple new subscribers.
Hey, that's one of my guys from work.
All right. Hey, what's up, Cody, guy from work? Thanks for joining us this evening. And
how you doing?
Well, with that being said, last but certainly not least, number 5 on the depth chart, number 1 in our hearts this evening, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Cody from Goober Brothers Entertainment.
Cody Parkey?
What's up?
our own Gardner Minshew, ladies and gentlemen. So we got a big show tonight. But before we get going with the evening's proceedings, we have a big announcement to make here. Flair X is in the chat. Raise double dong. Let me like saying that. It's just hard to say that with a straight face. That's what she said. Big announcement to make tonight, as we normally do 2 episodes of the podcast, the place to be reviews, a week. We've been doing that since Monica joined. In May. In May. Yeah. I'm just thinking in terms of episodes. So it's like 54 episodes ago now. Yeah. So and she still has not murdered me. So which is unexpectedly unexpectedly
before you did.
Surprising.
Monica, if you need some help, let me know. I know how to hide the body.
Damn it.
That's the easy part, man.
Let's just say I know how to hide the body more than all of y'all. So
why do you think I'm as beefy as I am? I know how to hide the bodies.
Eric's got a full freezer. But no, so we've got a big announcement, and moving forward, the Place to Be Reviews podcast will be on Monday nights. It'll be going in Raw. It'll be myself, MJ, and Coach Loudy, and usually we'll have a guest on with us, and that's going to be on Monday nights. Wednesday nights, moving forward, Hump Day from here on out will be known as the Boardroom. This will consist of myself from the Place to Be Reviews, Groovinator from Raiders of the Lost Flicks, Cody from Goober Brothers Entertainment. The show will be rotating between our 3 channels on a weekly basis every Wednesday night. Also joining us in that will be the Don of 2 Cents Toys, Mr. Salvador, who could not be with us tonight, but he will be in the inaugural episode, the premiere episode of The Boardroom on Wednesday nights. And hail Salvador. If you don't sub to 2 Cents Toys yet, you better get your ass over there and do that right
Salvador.
now. Yep. Take a sip of water for Salvador.
What?
2% milk is my drink of choice.
Hey, Salt Life, I'm waiting for my sponsorship, so take your time. But good beer, guys.
So yeah, so we're going to moving forward. That's what's going to be on Wednesday nights, and we're all looking
Our version
forward.
of the High Council.
It is. We're it's the smaller us smaller YouTubers version of the High Council, like
They're not quite
Groove
as
said.
high
So
council.
cold.
Nope. We'll be it'll be on, we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna do it right here on Wednesday night. We'll do it at 8:30. And then the following week, I think we're gonna put it on Cody's. We're gonna be over Goober.
That's right. On my channel, guys. So subscribe.
He's struggling already.
And
I got
Or
no
my
food in my
first
stomach right now, and I'm drinking beer.
Or my first beer.
I have an announcement as well
Yeah,
on
first
my
beer.
channel on Friday nights at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Me and Pete, we're going to be doing the Grindhouse on my channel. That's going to be my weekly show.
Yep.
Now, Pete is not my official co-host, but he's going to be on there until my co-host is available to be at my co-host. That name will be revealed at a later time. But
Who's your co-host?
none of your damn business.
Tell us. Tell us
He's
your
got the name for
co-host.
the time being.
Tell us who it is. The only one that knows that is me and him. All right?
We're
So-
already revealing big things here, okay,
Yeah, we're
guys?
making
Tell us,
big
I'm
announcements.
taking off my shirt.
But yeah, Friday will be my weekly show, and
Yeah.
Pete will be there. So make sure you're sub to my
Yes.
channel as well.
Hey,
Do
Tommy.
it now. Come on.
Do it. Tommy
Do
Glad is
it.
in the chat. What's up, Tommy? How you doing? We got six people in the chat right now. Let's get
Oh, I didn't go like it. Don't yell at me.
bitch
Hold
slap
on.
that like button. I'm
Go
not
bitch
yelling.
slap it.
Yeah,
No.
I need that like button. I want that bitch sore and red when you are done with it. I mean, I want that motherfucker
Raw.
beat up, just beat up raw.
Can't we just fist the like button instead? Make it like a fucking Muppet. Hi, I'm the like button.
Going all kinds of wrong way too soon.
Treat
Oh my God.
the like button like a muppet. I'm gonna miss
Oh,
Piggy,
God.
that some bitch. Why do you think Skeeter talk like that? Not Skeeter, but what's it? Beaker.
We need you to take it down about 20% there, bud.
All right. So, with
Take
that
the
being
shit off.
said, shall
Holy
we?
shit.
This got dirty real quick.
I
So
do need to shower.
that's dirty. All right, MJ, it is.
What's up?
It is Movie Monday, girl. What you got for us?
Oh, okay. What's the date today?
The
I want to
fourth.
make sure.
fourth,
This
the
is,
fourth.
and it's Monday.
Yes, Monday.
November the
Friday.
4th be with you. Or is that what they say? No.
Kids.
Oh,
What the kids
shut
say.
up.
There's quite a few. Okay, so Friday is the 8th. Dr. Sleep comes out.
Okay,
Everybody knows this, I'm sure.
Yep.
Okay.
Be better if
It
the
has
movie
some
was about
point.
a guy who takes naps.
It has 7.5 out of 10 stars.
Thank you, Mr. Torrance.
The sequel to The Shining we didn't know we wanted.
Yeah, there's quite a few, so I'm just gonna kind of skip through these quickly.
Yeah, go ahead.
Next is Jojo Rabbit, which currently right now has 7.9 out of 10 stars.
Hey,
I'm
that could
disappointed.
be better.
Yeah, about that.
I'm not happy with Jojo Rabbit or Taco Tuesday.
It looks stupid.
It has
I'm
nothing
aware.
to do with Roger Rabbit.
Yeah.
But
I was
yeah.
told Roger would be there.
Okay, next is Midway.
That looked cool.
The story of the Battle of Midway told by the leaders and the sailors who fought it.
Ooh.
That's all we got
I
for
like
a
the
plot.
story.
I'm going to see that with my pops next week.
It's got my man in it, who I can never pronounce his name correctly, but
Joe Jonas?
No. His first name is Ed. It's got Woody Harrelson. Harrelson. Also. But it's Ed's, is it Skrin?
It's
Skirin?
green.
There we go. Him.
Ed-
Kieran?
Ed Harris.
Yes. No.
It's green badass. I can endorse that.
I am so obsessed with him. You have no idea. Just saying.
Good idea.
5.8 stars on that one. Did I already tell you that? Can't remember.
That was which one is that? It's Midway?
Midway.
Yeah.
And that's the 5.8 stars? That seems a little low for usually those are pretty well received movies.
It's
I was gonna
probably
say, I
too
hope
toxic
it's-
and masculine.
I
Yeah.
hope it's not another Pearl Harbor.
What up, Appalachian American?
Okay, so next, I don't even want to say this because it's just going to send Pete on a whole nother level here,
Please.
is Last Christmas. We have a Christmas movie before Thanksgiving. Fuck
What's
that.
What's that?
I don't want to.
Did you say the last Christmas or Black Christmas?
Last Christmas.
I kind of want to see that movie.
Black Christmas looks
You
terrible.
wish it was the last
Yeah.
Christmas movie, but something tells me it's probably not.
Oh no.
I don't mind Christmas movies. I mind Christmas movies before Thanksgiving. Like that's
I do too. I agree with you there.
Yes, that I agree with. But I do want to see this. It does look good.
Looks all right.
okay.
Last Christmas, it gave me my heart.
Heart. The very next day.
What's the next movie, Monica?
I am so sorry.
Okay, it's Playing with Fire. Funny title there. It's Judy Greer.
All right. She's usually good. I don't mind her. She was decent, and she was like, I can't even say she was decent in the Halloween.
Any relation to Pam Grier?
Isn't that the mom in Ant-Man and Jurassic World?
Yes.
Isn't she the one
Mom
who's
and Ant-Man,
probably
yes, she does.
for, like,
She's a mom in everything.
Yes.
Yeah, and she plays on Archer.
Oh, is she on her?
Oh, she's the mom on Archer.
Yeah.
Do you want ants? Because that's how you get ants.
Not that one. Not that one.
Disappointment.
She's Cheryl Tunt on Archer.
Oh, that's Judy Greer. Yeah.
There you go.
Salvador's in the chat. Hail Salvador, man. We made the
Hail.
announcement. I hope you heard it.
No,
So
me.
This also has the guy from Parks and Rec. It's Donna's like husband who she marries at the end of the show.
who did she? I can't remember.
The Keegan is his name. Keegan Michael Kay.
Keegan Michael Key from Key and Peele. All right.
Yeah.
He hosted the Puppy Bowl on the Animal Planet channel during the Super Bowl.
Yes.
I missed
He did
that.
like 3 years in a row.
I love the Puppy Bowl.
I'm done.
I just want to be at the Puppy Bowl. I don't really want to
I
watch
know.
I know.
it. I just get
Seriously.
pissed off because I'm jealous and I want to be there, so I turn it off.
Okay, next movie is Honey Boy. Shia
that-
LaBeouf.
Oh
Yeah, like
god.
Oh, there you go. That
Is that the
explains
sequel to Winnie the Pooh?
It says a young actor's stormy childhood and early adult years as he struggles to reconcile with his father and deal with his mental health.
That sounds like a Shia LaBeouf biopic.
Sounds like a SJW documentary.
It has 6.6 stars.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, next is the Nicolas Cage movie.
Oh god.
Yes.
Wait, there's a movie with him coming out?
I haven't heard anything about the.
What?
Nicolas
I
Cage
thought
up
he was
there.
I thought he was too busy getting divorced from Asian women.
It's released Friday. That
Prime.
doesn't look familiar.
You don't say.
Primal.
You don't say.
I'm seeing that.
Y'all just got like crazy. like
We-
Nicolas Cage just put you over the edge.
Hallelujah.
I was gonna say it's Nicolas Cage.
A B C D E F G. Okay.
Little HI.
HIV.
I the fucking every as anybody, please tell me you guys have all seen Raising Arizona with him.
Nope.
Peach. I could eat a peach for hours.
Of course, Face Off is classic. All right, go ahead, Monica. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Do you want this doesn't have anything on it. There's nothing. Like no score or who is that?
For which one?
The Nicolas Cage movie.
Oh well, that's because it's Nicolas Cage and he's a mongoloid.
I
Okay.
want to see that so bad. Like any movie with him in it now.
It's worth watching just because it's
That's-
a shit show.
Oh yeah.
It is.
Will it be disappointing? Maybe. Is it going to be a good time? More than likely. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So next is Claws.
Hang on, I gotta wait 1 second.
I know. I was waiting for you to.
I got a Salvador
Yeah.
super chat. Super chat for Salvador. Don't forget to go to BitChute and subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. The way this Wednesday, Stay Blue. Might rate this red stapler. I could burn the building down.
It took a while for that to sink in.
The person the cake ratio is the person cake ratio is up.
This is very inside of baseball.
I did not receive a piece last time.
I did not receive my paycheck. I'm gonna burn this pig to the ground.
Brian and I are no longer friends currently, just so you know.
It was all the Karen's fault.
You and Brian are no longer friends. Why aren't you and Brian friends?
Hey, Brian, I don't feel so good, Brian. I think half my face is melting off, Brian. All right, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I love you, Andy. Come on, guys, fight.
Come on, finish news, MJ. Tell Brian what's next. Tell that son of a bitch what's next.
I know, what an asshole. Get out of here.
Brian.
I'm just kidding. Next is Claus. It's another freaking Christmas movie. It's an animated Christmas movie.
White Claws?
Jazz Claus.
It's Rashada Jones from Parks and Rec.
Rashida Jones, daughter of legendary musical producer Quincy Jones.
Rashida Jones.
J.K. Simmons.
Oh, nice.
J.K. Rowling?
Everybody's gay.
Everybody's gay.
J.K. Jones, JJ.
John Cusack, damn. Haven't heard his name in a minute.
He's
I
still
said
alive.
Joan. Joan.
Oh, that's
Joan
disappointing.
Cusack? I do enjoy me some Joan Cusack. She is still fairly attractive for her age.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Not in this picture.
Yeah, it's a
Maybe.
shame.
Hey, you know what?
Bad lighting over there. She's a two-face.
Harvey Dent?
It's
That's another sign. That's a deep cut from Seinfeld right there. The two-face reference.
I've
bad
seen worse.
picture. What are you
I've
talking
seen
It
about?
worse.
doesn't look bad.
Carrot Top?
yeah.
I mean, she's got to be what 190 years old. I mean, that's not,
No,
she's
she's not. That's the problem.
Oh God.
doesn't look that bad, really. Hey, we got.
Okay, last movie. No, I'm not. Don't read that one.
I got a super chat. The Appalachian American Epstein didn't do it himself.
Are you saying he was assisted?
Of course.
It was Clinton assisted suicide. That's as political as I'm ever gonna get. I had
Get
to.
a patter. Let's get at her.
Okay, go ahead,
she
Monica.
basically admitted it on TV.
Last
Now the Clintons are coming for
movie is Love Is Blind.
Well, if you're Stevie Wonder, it is.
It has 5
Or
out of
Helen
10
Keller.
stars.
Piano.
Let's just also think about this when it comes to Stevie Wonder. He's paying child support on kids he hasn't even seen.
That's horrible.
That Sarah was a quality dad joke. I like that.
Well, my grandma did used to call me Eric the Terrible back when I was a
Wow.
kid, so
That's
figured I'd live up to
awesome.
the name as an adult.
He's like Vigo from
He is
From-
Vigo.
Vigo the
He's vegan?
Vigo the Cruel.
Why am I drippings with goo?
Vigo, the scourge of Moldavia.
Time out.
Yo, later, Jeff. Have a good one, man.
Thanks
He's
for joining
vegan?
us, man. Be sure to slap that like button on the way out for me.
Slap
I
it
think
like the
he subscribed to your
1950s.
channel and my channel. I'm pretty
Awesome.
sure he did.
I just hit 115 today, so which I was kind of
Nice.
yeah, I was happy. I'm like, it's going.
I'm at
Tree
22,
23.
bitches.
Tree 23.
All right. If we're let's see, wait. Salvador says love is blind, so is the guard of Epstein's watch. Oh, Jesus Christ. Sal.
Pete,
What?
you know what they say? Love is blind. From The Room.
Oh God.
You know what they say?
Love is blind.
I've yet to see that movie.
I'm sorry, you're missing out.
I know.
Well, you need to
Well,
watch. It
sometimes
was,
they
You're
have it
not.
on YouTube
You're
and
not.
sometimes they
You're
don't.
not.
It's
Yeah.
not an easy movie to find.
no.
You'll tear me apart, Monica.
He's just
Worst-
so funny. Like, I
Worst
have to
movie
watch it.
ever.
A lot of that's because Tommy Wiseau spends all of his money trying to keep his rights to that movie because that's literally his only source of income. Is
Yep.
that movie?
he needs
Sal.
to be the Joker.
No, please stop ruining my favorite villain.
Sal's at 70 subs. All right.
His
Put him in the new
YouTube channel-
Batman movie.
His YouTube channel would be like if you gave like a drunk aunt at a wedding a YouTube channel and it was just like that video over and over and over again. That's what Tommy Wiseau's video channel is like.
That drunk aunt who grabs
This
the-
song is about me. Ah.
My husband stopped fucking me years ago.
Flare
I
X.
just love weddings, don't you?
Vince Foster. That started that whole thing, man. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Hey, Jimmy, can I get another water? Call
go,
water beer.
go,
Call
go
beer
ahead,
water.
Monica.
That's all.
That's it.
She's
Yeah.
like, fuck this.
Guys, I'm done.
out.
Fuck this shit,
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Oh hell! All right. So, is anybody going to see any of those this weekend?
Not this weekend, but I really want to see Nap Time Man.
I'm going to see
Dr.
Midway.
Sleep.
Dr. Sleep. There we go. Yeah, that one. Thanks.
Next time, man.
I'll
I
probably.
am occupied this weekend. So.
Yeah.
I'm going to see Midway next week.
That one looks pretty good. I'm waiting because, as you all know, Groove fulfilled his part of the bargain, which we'll be discussing later. He went to see Terminator Dark Fate, and I in 11 short days will be going to see Charlie's Angels 2019. I'm sorry. Yeah. At least that movie has attractive women in it, though. You know, that's all I'm gonna say. Because it sure as fuck does not look like a good movie. Charlie's Anal. I don't know, some of the cast in there I wouldn't mind watching that one. Let's see. Sal's I'm working this weekend. He saw The Lighthouse. All right, that one looked pretty decent too. All right, Appalachian American, I get the point. I'm not reading that super chat. I retract it. I'm not reading it.
I look at it this way: unless you're actually getting money for the super chat, I wouldn't waste your time. You know, kind of like how a super chat works.
Yep. But no, so yeah, I have to go see Charlie's Angels. And like I said, man, it looks like it's gonna be. All the male characters, of course, look dumbed down, but it's gonna be.
It looks like how candy corn tastes.
No candy. God damn it! Thank you.
Oh fuck you! Candy corn sucks.
Wait, Monica.
Oh, fuck you, candy corn's.
Awesome. No, I said I'll fuck you, not fuck you. I will fuck you. Candy corn sucks.
Is that a threat or a promise?
Where are you at with the candy corn, Monica?
I'm almost offended that you don't know.
I want you to state it. I do know, but I want you to state it because you're the tiebreaker right now. Because this side over here is obviously candy corn, and that side over there is not candy corn. You are in the middle.
You were literally in the middle.
Yeah,
we're solving this once and for all.
You're the Donna Dixon line.
I'm always in the middle.
You're the Donna Dixon line.
I am pro candy corn.
There we go.
Okay, I'm done. This is my last episode. I'm done. Okay, that's why.
I'm so disappointed in you, MJ.
I love the shit out of candy corn.
Why are you shitting candy corn? Stop it.
It's understandable. There's plenty of shit in candy corn for you to love, I guess.
There is, and all of it's delicious. All right. So we can
hold on real quick in the chat. I just happened to notice Flare X, I am the same way. The Night Santa Went Crazy is probably my favorite song. He says he's anti-Christmas music unless it's Weird Al, which I have to agree. The Night Santa Went Crazy, probably my most favorite Christmas song, right behind Merry Motherfucking Christmas by Eazy-E.
We're not discussing Christmas.
Thank you. We'll discuss Christmas songs, our favorite Christmas songs, because I do have some favorites. After Thanksgiving, I agree.
To be fair.
I'm the same way.
I'm not opposed to a soft opening for Christmas.
I'm not opposed to a wet opening for Christmas.
After fucking Thanksgiving.
I mean, me neither, but.
Oh, God.
After Thanksgiving, yo.
As my entire house is decorated for Christmas, I'm getting ready to put the lights up in the office.
Do you hear me speaking? After Thanksgiving.
God damn it. All right. Okay, so we're going to watch the Jumanji 2 trailer here.
Yay.
This looks really good.
I still haven't seen Jumanji. I have to confess.
I'm so sad that you haven't.
I haven't either.
Oh, it's fucking amazing.
I have. It looks really good. Like I said, it's one that I want to see. So.
Where do I have to rent that, or is it on one of the streaming services?
It's on Prime right now. I don't know.
Is it on Prime? Okay, I'll check it out.
It's not on Blu-ray yet?
I still want to rent it.
Maybe. It should be.
All right, I'm gonna rent that.
I'm trying to hoard my money for Christmas shopping.
All right. Are we ready to rock and roll?
Yes.
There's a dad line.
I haven't watched this yet. I'm so excited.
Okay, here we go. Here's the Jumanji 2 trailer. Can you hear it all right?
Up it just a notch. There you go.
Where's the jungle? This is a whole new thing. Nobody told us we had a jungle.
I do love her.
Okay,
yeah.
Me too.
Nebula looking fine.
Amelia Pond.
Danny DeVito looking fine.
Did you guys see
Team Amy Pond over here?
What is that? think he went back in. We gotta go get him.
You know something? We haven't even picked our guys yet. Are we in Florida?
Oh gosh.
We're in the wrong body! You're like butter.
Oh, no. Lose myself.
There's power happening! I came back and things actually got worse.
Look at this.
Oh,
2, 3.
We have some issues here. The game is busted.
Listen up now. This is a dangerous place. You got to have eyes in the back of your head.
What in the Sam hell just happened to him?
How is this? Would you look at me? I haven't looked like this since
Never. You look like this never. Different color. All of you is a different color.
I would love to see actual Danny DeVito dress up as The Rock.
Damn, that's a good
That'd be pretty good. That'd be a good movie all by itself.
fun and sane. How is
That would be a twins movie I'd go and see.
an adventure game? Man, it is hot out here.
We have to find something.
His weaknesses are sun and sand.
His weakness is
Isn't
sand.
one
It's
that's
core
what you used in Game of Thrones?
Coarse and rough.
gets everywhere.
Bethany thought you might need some help.
Where is Bethany?
She's right here. She says, "Oh my God, like I'm a total horse."
Yep, that's Bethany.
no.
What are we talking about?
Bethany sounds like a bitch.
Driver's test last month again. We're not going to make it. We're going to make it. I don't think we're going to make it. We're going to make it. We're not going to make it.
What happened?
Yes, I'm back. I missed you so much. Oh my God, you guys, hi.
Bethany?
Yes, we're back in Jumanji.
I'm going to start off by saying that I maybe saw 30% of the first Jumanji movie. I was falling asleep because we went to a late showing. I was running off of maybe 3 hours of sleep. And they're like, hey, let's go to Golden Corral and eat a bunch of food first.
Oh.
And then we're going to go to this 10:45 showing of Jumanji. And hey, don't fall asleep. Fuck.
Oops.
I'll do my best.
I loved it. I've seen it like 40 times now.
Well, can I have one of those times from you so I can know what's going on?
Sure.
Maybe I'll just watch the original. It's the same thing.
No.
I just
No,
watched
it's
the
way
original.
Same.
That was freaking that. I mean, that was good. I want
My
to watch
favorite
the
part of
first one
those-
now.
My favorite part of those are the soundtracks.
You know what's funny though is The Rock like does the first Jumanji and goes up against The Last Jedi, makes a shit ton of money, fans like it more, and then guess who brings on board for another film? Disney for Jungle Cruise. Very similar thing. So
You know, when they were advertising Jungle Cruise, Goober, I thought they were redoing the African Queen. I'm like, oh God, please don't redo the African
No.
Queen. Please don't redo it. Because it looked like it. I'm like, are you going to have The Rock do the African Queen? I'm like, oh, well, at least it's not the African Queen. That's all I took out of that trailer. I'm like, please don't redo that.
but
Fun.
it's just funny though, because they see the success with Jumanji and is it Warner Brothers that did that movie? Or Universal, or who did that movie?
That's a good question. I'm going to Google that for
I
you.
don't know. I don't know the statistics.
I think it's
So-
Sony, actually.
There's a fun fact about
Is
the
this funny?
African Queen. The original run of the Muppet Babies did a mock episode of the African Queen.
You would
Mhm.
know that.
I do know that because I just watched it not long ago, actually.
Ooh, wrong Jumanji.
I just think it's really funny because they see the success of another company.
that is a
They
Sony
realize
Pictures
they,
release.
they realize they fucked
Okay.
up. So
So Sony did something right with Jumanji then.
Now,
know?
when does this
Oh,
movie
yeah.
drop again? I missed the release date on it.
the
Christmas
7th.
Day.
Mm.
Okay.
Christmas
Or
Day.
the day after. It's somewhere around Christmas.
So it is going against Star Wars, the Rise of the Horsies.
There's
Again, once
Be
again,
noise to
Jumanji's
you.
going against Star Wars. I wonder who's going to do better.
The rise of Guy Baller. Well, to
There's-
be
to be
fair,
fair.
there's a horse. in
To
this
be
movie, too.
fair,
to be fair. there's no use beating a dead space horse in the deck of a Star Destroyer.
Man, I love when logic comes into play.
what's logic?
What is this
Where?
logic?
When's that?
Yes.
How does Disney smell that? How do they spell
with
that?
money.
They can't afford it.
Disney can.
I don't know how they spell that.
Just
It's
dollar
L.
signs.
L as in Loja. O as in oh my god.
Robert
It's
Loggia.
Robert Loja. There's a deep Family Guy cut for you right there, ladies and
Oh,
gentlemen.
man. Family Guy drunken watch party on my channel. It's happening.
We can we can do that definitely. I was
drinking game.
I was Monica, you want to host a drinking game?
Let's do the drinking game. Monica,
Yeah.
let's do it.
What about a
Okay.
Pornhub watch
You guys
party?
in? The rest of you guys in?
Oh,
I'm good.
I'm in for that.
Adam, you can drink like Fago or something.
Fago, everybody sing. Send your
Gatorade.
mama straight up to the stove. Tell that bitch to bring home a Fago.
Oh.
I was a juggalo. I'm sorry.
Was that the ad they played in Houghton Lake, or
What's that?
was that the ad they played in your hometown?
That's straight out of ICP. That's right. That was like right off one of their CDs. But
I do
that
enjoy
would-
me
out of
some
Compton.
ICP. I just don't know that line.
that would have been. It was in between songs on one of the. I can't think of the disc offhand, but we're getting sidetracked here talking about the clowns and whatnot.
I'm down.
Cutaways are getting the cutaways.
We can talk about another kind of clown here.
Reeling it back.
Yep, and we're gonna talk some MCU news.
I'm leaving.
MCU.
You out? You don't want to talk MCU with us? She's
All right,
like,
I'm
"I'm
head
out."
out.
All right, then I'm out. Fuck
Fuck
this
that.
shit. I'm
I'm
out.
out.
So, but this
No,
is
I'll
not.
give you a few more minutes.
This is actually that's what she said. Literally, she just did. This is actually some good news, I think, because Ant-Man 3 got a green light. Now that might sound insignificant, but haha, no pun intended. It's Ant-Man, but I mean, this is actually a pretty. They call it one of the lowest grossing franchises, but it's still made respectively like worldwide over 550 and over 600 million for the the first one and the second one. So, and they just confirmed, we'll talk about Michael Douglas coming back, which is cool. I enjoyed Michael Douglas's Hank Pym in these. And who doesn't like Paul Rudd? I mean, it is, Paul Rudd is always enjoyable to watch. I mean, even in the shitty Halloween movie, I mean, Paul Rudd's still good in that. He
Actually, that was not probably the shittiest Halloween movie, I have to admit.
No.
6 was they were trying with that one. It is batshit crazy as it is. It's not the worst one by a miracle mile. Not even remotely the worst one.
By a miracle whip.
Miracle whip that ass. Here we go to the Hollywood
Makeup.
Reporter. Peyton Reed to direct Ant-Man 3. And God, he looks too much like
Look at
Tim
that
Gunn.
face, man.
Looks like Tim Gunn.
He looks like the guy that advertises
He
for
looks like Andy Dick.
He looks like the
Andy
Six
Dick.
Flags guy.
the Six Flags guy. That's what I was getting ready to say.
Copyright claim.
If you put goggles on him, he'd look like one of the guys from Minions. He looked like one of the Minions. If you put goggles on him. He probably talks like that too.
I just
Bottom.
the Ant-Man corner of the Marvel Cinematic Universe will continue to be Peyton Reed's place. The filmmaker who helmed 2015's Ant-Man and 2018's Ant-Man and the Wasp has signed on to direct a third Ant-Man movie, The Hollywood Reporter has learned. Paul Rudd is expected to return as Scott Lang. Well, no shit.
I'm pretty sure he can break time from his busy schedule. Yeah.
The heist Harding hero with the power of pettiness, petiteness is the new in the new installment. It would be Rudd's 5th time out as the character, barring any other surprise appearances. Plot specifics are being kept hidden in the quantum realm. No release details have been confirmed, but sources say the plan is to shoot the pick at the end of 2020. Actually, it's been announced that they're going to shoot it in 2021 for a likely release of 2022. Sources say the sequels of Doctor Strange, The Multiverse of Madness, and Kevin Thor, Love and Legumes will shoot before Ant-Man 3. Much like his fellow Marvel cohorts, Joe and Anthony Russo, Reed started off in the comedy worlds of TV and movies, making his feature directorial debut with the 2000 cheerleading comedy Bring It On. I remember that. Other films including Down with Love, The Breakup, Yes Man, followed. Reed was brought into the Marvel Universe late in Ant-Man's development process when he replaced Edgar Wright as the Helmer. The movie grossed $519.3 million. The follow-up, in which Reed was more involved, $622.6 million. Reed is repped by WME Sloan Offer. So I like the style of Ant-Man. I really enjoyed it. I thought they were fun. They weren't as, you didn't have those like the Captain America movies. You had those like really heavy, emotional type moments, which you do kind of get those in Ant-Man, but the overall tone of the movies are so lighthearted. It's more enjoyable to it's nice escapism, and Paul Rudd, like I said, he's just so charismatic and he really plays the Scott Lang character well. The supporting cast they put around him is great too. So
they're just relaxing movies. You don't really have to worry about them like fucking up Captain America or making sure Iron Man doesn't suck or make sure Thor doesn't have to go on Atkins or something. Like those movies are, they're pretty enjoyable. You can sit back, munch on some popcorn, and still get a good MCU vibe.
Yep. That's one thing I really dug about those, man. And the visual effects in were really good. The CG was great. Especially the Baba Yaga. the fucking when he especially when he learned he gets to be like a giant. I mean, that shit was like, that was really cool. I liked them. I really like those. Are two of my the more just enjoyable movies. Atkins. I would eat. I'm gonna have to text the wife and tell her to bring me in some food. I'm hungry.
Will there be a wife spotting?
Probably not. She won't appear on camera.
Womp womp.
That's what she brought me the candy corn. That was kind of nice. But no, so they actually there's a rumor going around the mill now on Twitter that the Fantastic Four will be making their debut via Ant-Man 3. Now we've all seen the Ant-Man movies, right?
Yes.
I haven't seen the second one. It's in my Netflix queue.
Okay.
Oh boy.
In fact, I'm guessing he goes into the quantum realm, and that's where he finds the Fantastic Four, and then also the hidden fan base that doesn't seem to exist right now.
No, that's where he finds the Fantastic Voyage.
Oh, there you go.
Along and ride on
a
a fantastic slide, slippity slide. Better be ready when the four roll by. Just roll along. That's what you do. Just roll. All right, no more Coolio. Da 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 bump. Da 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 bump. All right,
ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Conway Twitty.
Oh,
hello,
God damn it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Earth, Wind, and Fire.
That's
like
no
them.
shit. We came out. We walked into the to my wedding reception. Actually, danced into my wedding reception to "Let's Groove" by Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Nice.
Yeah, dude. We did all the dancing.
John Williams.
But no. So that's basically what the rumor is, that they go to the Quantum City, and that's where they find the Fantastic Four, who've been there since the '60s, and they bring them back to because they haven't aged, so they bring them out to present day or some shit like that. But that would also involve Kang the Conqueror, who isn't he related to like Mr. Fantastic or something like that? So there's some, but yeah, that's just one of the rumors going on right now on Twitter, and
That would be pretty cool.
I think it would be, man. I'm looking. Well, they're talking about another.
They're going to use the shit out of that whole time travel thing, aren't they? They're just going to pull everything out and just like, oh, hey, by the way, Wolverine's in there, and
they kind of have to.
Oh, look, Pepsi Blue.
To be honest, like to be fair, they really could. They could bring Danny DeVito from another dimension as Wolverine.
That would be fucking amazing. But he'd have to be Frank from It's Always Sunny playing Wolverine. That would be fucking.
I came in slicing.
I came in shooting, just blasting.
That would be fucking beautiful.
I started slicing.
But no,
pay the troll toll.
You want to get into the boys' hole?
So they were another.
Yeah,
another
I'm
thing.
a kumquat from Queens. What of it?
Jesus.
They were talking about with as far as the MCU goes, is actually rumored to have now. Of course, they can offer it all day. He doesn't have to take it. Is offered the role of Wolverine back to Hugh Jackman. I didn't want to go over that article because it was from We Got This Covered. But I can
Fuck, if
honestly
they got money, just use the digital de-aging shit.
Yep.
And just let him always be Wolverine because nobody's
Yeah.
ever gonna fucking measure up.
no,
Let's just face
no.
it.
You've got 18 years worth
He
of
built that shit.
yeah.
He built that shit.
There's-
They built that whole universe on Wolverine.
Yep. There's nobody that's ever gonna fucking play that role that's gonna be anywhere nearly as well received.
That's why a
as
lot of
Hugh
people
Jackman.
don't like it because it was never really the X-Men. It was always the Wolverine show, and everybody else was just kind of there.
Yep.
And if
'Cause
they
he-
do recast Wolverine, they need to really take their time to find a Wolverine. They can't just be like, all right, over the summer, we're going to find a Wolverine. It's like, no, you better really, really branch out.
It's probably
They're
gonna
gonna
be that,
make it a woman.
yeah, it's gonna be that same
X on
knucklehead that's playing
X-23.
He-Man, that guy.
Wasn't that her name? X-23.
It would be
Yep.
fucking Daniel Radcliffe.
Daniel.
Get off our Harry Potter.
He'll have his fucking wand and shit out there instead
up.
of claws, it'll be
What?
wands out of his hand.
Brie Larson as
Why?
Wolverine.
Brie
And
Larson as Wolverine.
her claws are toenails.
Why
God
are you
damn
doing
it.
that to me?
Speaking of
All right, I'm leaving. I'm out for the night.
all right.
Good night.
Bye,
Bye,
MJ.
friends.
Bye
No,
every
you're
day.
not.
Peace.
Is she
So,
really what?
Yeah.
No, she was only supposed to be there for like a half hour.
Yep.
She
Oh,
stayed
okay.
like 10 minutes longer.
Yep.
So
It's
Um,
not the
instead
Wolverine.
of she uses White Claws.
Yeah, Loudy
That's
fucked up.
Daniel Radcliffe's version. He just shows up with White Claw in each hand.
Loudy sent me that goddamn Brie Larson, Britney Spears thing earlier. I'm like,
Oh.
God damn it.
What if I told you I didn't even open the article? I just sent it to you because it was Brie Larson.
I've already seen the pictures.
And you've already jerked it to him. I get it.
Those aren't fappable. But
You're just saying that. You're just saying that.
Those are EFAPable.
I was a little confused though about him. I had mixed emotions.
You over there like, granted, don't.
Granted, don't.
I thought she was actually in detention. I was like, oh shit.
I didn't. I was like, the only thing was the close up of her was her goddamn eye. She has dead eyes.
What?
Like her eyes are just dead.
Yeah.
You guys froze on me for a second. I
She
don't
has
know.
crazy resting bitch face too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. And she's evil.
She always looks like she's about to re on somebody.
Exactly.
She always looks like she's about to non-vaccinate her kids.
If they were
Are you-
vaccinated, she's gonna get the vaccine taken right out.
Your kids have a fucking 4-year life expectancy if they're not vaccinated. Sorry.
She's a non-vaccination vampire. She sucks the vaccination out of kids.
There you go. A mud wrestling match between Jenny McCarthy and Brie Larson. I'd vote for the mud. I'd root for the mud, the actual
Somebody
mud.
just drown each other in
Just
it.
the mud.
Just
Yeah,
drown
all my
each
money
other in
goes on just the mud.
Well, thanks, Adam. I'm completely flaccid now.
I hope the both of them have fun.
Ugh.
I just hope they both have fun.
I hope they both have fun. You're my boy,
All I
Blue.
really want is for them to have a good time. Just enjoy each other, you know.
You're my boy, Blue.
All right, so let's talk a little more Ant-Man before we move on to the last part here. Of the MCU anyway. Which I haven't really done much MCU stuff because there really hasn't been much news, but
No, it's
now
been
it's
quiet, and it's
it
probably
has.
for
There's
a
a lot
good
of
thing. 'cause
controversy, really.
There's been a lot of little too much Marvel, like way too early in the year, and
Yep.
they need to pull it back a little bit.
Yep. So Michael Douglas seemingly confirms Ant-Man 3 return, says filming starts January 2021. The Marvel world has really been a blast. This came out today at 7:41 a.m.
Fantastic writing. It's been a blast.
Yeah. Michael Douglas has seemingly confirmed that he'll be reprising the role as Dr. Hank Pym in Ant-Man 3, as he recently revealed his filming schedule is to commence of January 2021. Douglas, who played Scott Lang's friend and mentor in Ant-Man and the Wasp, appeared to acknowledge his return to the franchise in an interview with Collider, in which he admitted that principal photography on the threequel was set to start in just over a year from now. So Michael,
Prequel? Is that a word?
Apparently it is in the world of IGN.
They're saying that shit like in other places too. I'm just like, why? Just say the sequel to Ant-Man 2.
The sequel to the sequel.
Yep.
The threequel. See how clever we are? Mhm.
But yeah, so we don't really need to read the rest of that. But yeah, so Ant-Man is slated to come out in the 2022 release slate. Let's see, studio claim release dates for February 18th, 2022, July 29th, 2022, and the Black Panther sequel is May 6th, 2022. That one I am really excited for. I'm not gonna lie, man. The Black Panther sequel. I just hope that they do Namor more justice. You know, I hope that they do that character right.
What if they introduce Kraven the Hunter and Black Panther too?
Well, there was a rumor before that they were gonna redo the Kraven character and make him Wakandan, but I don't think they're gonna do that now with the Spider-Man thing the way it is, because they're supposed to be introducing Kraven in the next Spider-Man movie, I thought. So, but you're also going to get Spider-Man tied in with Carnage, and you know, the Maximum Carnage thing and Venom over there, so which is going to be dope. Hey, that's going to be dope as hell.
Is there already a I guess a story out for Black Panther 2? Is there like a rumored like what it's supposed to be about? If but I missed it.
They named they basically all but came out and said that Namor is the villain for Black Panther 2. And Namor, if you're not familiar with the character, is the MCU's version of Aquaman. Now, Atlantis exists in both DC and Marvel, so they kind of share Atlantis. So now Marvel has to do, which is going to be difficult. But they're introducing Namor as a, you know, antagonist to T'Challa. So this is where it gets kind of dicey. So now they have to basically world build on Atlantis.
That never goes well.
No, this is kind of what makes me nervous about it, and I hope that Ryan Coogler does this right, because the movie Black Panther, I thought it got a lot of it was very divisive in marketing and conversations online about the movie. Was it overrated? Yeah, it was a little bit overrated. Was it a good movie? It was good. It fell apart in the third act, though, because Killmonger is, and this is something that Lincoln Lex 7, Alex, and I have discussed ad nauseum. Killmonger was a whiner. He was not a good villain. He really wasn't. When you really get down to brass tacks,
the villains are never good in those movies.
Claw, if you compare him to Claw was a much better developed character than Killmonger was, but see, Namor, this is our first appearance of Namor. Now, he is a kind of anti-hero, I guess he turns out to be eventually. He's not a full-on like villain, but he's going to kind of portray that role in this movie. And, you know, it's going to be basically Black Panther 2 Kings, I think it is, because, you know, he's the king of Atlantis in Marvel's world. So it's kind of going to be funny to see the interpretation that Marvel takes on Atlantis compared to what DC did with Aquaman, because the Aquaman movie was fucking amazing. That movie was, I loved it.
Like Aquaman. I
love the visuals in it, not necessarily the writing or anything like that, but just like the visuals. And I really dig Jason Momoa. The guy is great. I thought he played the shit out of that role, and I really like that take compared to what he was in the comics. Turning that into $1 billion franchise. Were there a lot of soaked theater seats from middle-aged women after they left that movie? Yeah, probably. But you know what? That drove that movie right up to $1 billion. So
it smelled like a fucking aquarium.
What the fuck?
It smelled like high tide.
Oh,
I was walking by this fish market. Blind man walking by this fish market.
Oh my God.
I was just gonna say it. And he stopped.
He took a deep breath. He
said, "Woo! Good
Close your
morning,
legs,
ladies.
Tina.
Good morning, ladies." Oh shit. So, but no, man. It'll be interesting to see how they work this.
How they get the smell out
with bleach, with Namor.
All the Febreze.
All the Febreze. How much Febreze do you need? All the Febreze. All of it.
However much all of it is, that's what I need.
Yep.
All right. So let's see here.
I always think of when I hear about the Namor Black Panther thing. Have you guys seen the movie Other Guys with Mark Wahlberg and Will Ferrell?
Yes.
He's like, I'm like a fucking lion when I fucking jump in the water and eat you. And he's like, you know what? Lion wouldn't survive in water. With give or take 200 tuna or so, you have no chance. You have no chance in that battle. You guys need to watch The Other Guys. It's one of the most underrated movies ever.
It was a good movie. I enjoyed it. It's funny because if I remember, it's Will Ferrell's talking about how his wife's ugly and
Yeah.
he's the smoking hot babe, and it's hilarious. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Mhm. It's
From
Eva
that
Mendes.
brief period of time when Will Ferrell was still funny.
Mhm.
He's still
Okay.
funny. He just hasn't had that many movies out lately.
I do miss D'Angelo Vickers.
Oh God, in The Office.
Yeah.
Holy shit, dude. That was probably one of like the best guest spots. I like James Spader more as Robert California.
Oh,
I
definitely.
can't stand Robert California.
I love. We're gonna have to do like because we've all seen The Office here. We're all Office fans, right? Adam,
Yeah.
are you?
I feel like that's a loaded question. I watched a couple episodes. It just
Mhm.
it didn't work for me. That
Okay.
show just didn't
No.
work for me. I watched about 4 episodes and I was just like, whatever. you know,
It's like Seinfeld. You're either a fan.
no, it really
you're-
is not like Seinfeld.
I don't
See,
like
well, I
Seinfeld
mean,
that much.
just like
Seinfeld is some next level shit.
no,
man.
not the show, but I look at like the being a fan of it. You're either a
There's
fan of it or
this
you're
kind
not.
of humor that's really popular right now, and it's what I call awkward humor, where they
Mhm.
just like do stuff and then just act awkward in replace of good writing or good jokes. And that I got a lot of that from the first episodes of The Office, and I just lost interest in it right away. I apologize. And also,
No, you don't
The
have to
Office.
apologize.
The Office is a remake of a British TV
Mhm.
show,
Yeah.
also called The Office. And I have
Yep.
a feeling that the British version is probably like way funnier.
No,
So
the British one lasted one season.
no shit.
It's
Okay.
It's a
dry.
Christmas special.
Yep, it was dry.
But wasn't the American version a remake of the British
Yeah.
version?
Yep, and the first episode of the pilot of The Office is basically a scene by scene remake.
Because I had
of
just
the
come
British
off
version.
of watching Parks and Rec, and I'm like,
Uh-huh.
okay, I'll give The Office a try, and it
Well,
did
that's
not
not just the first episode. The first season of
The
Office
first season, yeah.
is a shot by shot remake of the British version.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was
But-
4 episodes in, and I was just like, eh.
When you get through that first season into when they start evolving, Steve Carell's Michael Scott character, and you start to see the other background characters turn into like main characters
Well,
in
it's
it.
like I told you, Pete.
It gets
I
funny.
give every show now. Usually, the way
Yeah.
it's supposed to work is a pilot is supposed to reel you in.
Yep.
But since people are too stupid to make a proper pilot nowadays, I'm more than fair by giving 4 episodes. If you don't win me over in 4 episodes, fuck it, I don't have time for it.
Oh, you're a better
Yeah,
man
I
than
felt
I
the
Groove.
same way as
I
you.
do a 3
Yeah.
episode gimmick.
I felt the same way as you, Adam, when I first started watching The Office, and then it started growing on me as I got more, another episode in, and I was like, "Fuck, dude, this is hilarious."
I was just instantly bored, and I was like,
You kinda-
I wanted to like it more, but it
The
didn't,
first
it didn't
season,
sink in.
it's not the best. It really isn't. But like I said, because somebody like
I'm really picky with my sitcoms,
Yeah.
man. Like it's got to be really, really good freaking writing. I just got done watching 7 fucking seasons of Letterkenny, and that the writing
Mhm.
on that is like brilliance,
mm,
like just brilliance level.
I need to watch that still.
Me too.
I'm just surprised at how consistently funny that show was 7 seasons in. So
I've done something that none of you've done. I've sat through 5 fucking episodes of Batwoman. All right, so I've got
because you're a masochist. So.
I am actually a masochist. I've got to do the video tonight. I did not have fucking time to do it today. I was pissed. But I've got it. It's all typed out. I'm gonna do. I'll edit it tonight after this and get it up tomorrow morning. That's what she said. But no. So that
makes no sense. Why would you say that?
it doesn't have to. I just say it
It
sometimes.
always has to.
I think I'd rather snort silica gel packets than
I
watch
probably
some
would
Batwoman.
too, but it's oh my god. So this last episode is fucking bad. But so let's see here. This what was it? Oh, so there's two things filming at Marvel this week that I want to kind of talk about here for a second. Is we're just kind of buzzing right through the MCU stuff because we've got a lot of Terminator to talk about tonight. Oh yeah, some duck feet.
Don't hit me so hard. Come on.
Brie Larson.
Kevin Feige confirms 2 Marvel Studios productions film this week. This is from MCU Cosmic, Jeremy Conrad. Now, I say this is an article. It's basically like Adam and I always joke around. This is like 3 tweets strung together. We know the Falcon and Winter Soldier is now filming, but there's a second Marvel Studios production filming this week, according to Kevin Feige. So you think the Winter Soldier is now filming? No, there's another. Little Yoda there.
Yeah, that was good. I like that. That was really good. No, there is another.
I've been practicing that one.
There's another.
Entertainment Tonight spoke to Kevin Feige, Victoria Alonso, and Mark Ruffalo. Why the fuck would Mark Ruffalo? Shut up, Mark Ruffalo. At the Hollywood Film Awards over the weekend, and Feige said of their current productions, "We've announced a lot of it. We're going into it as we speak. One's in post, one's in shooting. 2 others start next week. It's going to be an amazing future. The one in post production is Black Widow. The one shooting is The Eternals. The 2 shooting this week would be The Falcon and the Winter Soldier and WandaVision." And that's the entire fucking article.
Yeah, the Falcon Winter Soldier, they started filming already, and they posted a picture of the 2 like actor, I don't know what you call them, chairs that they sit in with the names on them.
Oh, okay.
Every time I hear that title, I can think of as The Falcon and the Snowman, old ass TV show from the 80s, or maybe it was a movie and a TV show. I don't know.
I don't know, but I just thought of a new name for Mark Ruffalo. It's Mark Muffalo.
You know what's funny about him? He built an entire career out of being best friends with Robert Downey Jr.
Yep.
That's his whole career. Is I'm with stupid. You know, I mean,
Let me tell
seriously,
you about my best friend.
right? Yeah.
A lot of people are pissed off about like Thor getting like the shit end of the stick in Endgame, but
We've covered that here ad nauseum.
I'm more pissed about the Hulk being a little soy boy.
Oh,
That shit pissed me off because they go.
Well, now
They're both kind of irritating to be fair.
To be fair.
Be fair.
To be fair, fuck
He's just
this
your
boy.
soy boy. Soy boy.
I just fucking Mark Ruffalo, and now we talked about, like, was it last week that they're gonna have they're gonna bring in Mark Muffalo, that they're gonna bring in M2, they're gonna bring in Amadeus Cho now is another Hulk. Amadeus Cho, for those of you not familiar, is the son of Dr. Helen Cho, who is featured in Age of Ultron.
I don't even remember her.
Did she die?
She died.
She dies.
But she already, so they said, oh, so
Had a son.
she had a son named Amadeus, and he's been a character in the comics since I think 2005. So they're going to bring this in. So now we're going to have She-Hulk, Soy Hulk, and Amadeus Cho Hulk. I don't know what.
They call him Asian Hulk.
Asian Hulk, I guess.
Amadeus Chode.
Amadeus.
Rock me, Amadeus.
Rock me, Amadeus.
Oh God, I have that song downloaded on my phone for some reason.
Dude, Falco was awesome.
Yeah, I remember that video as a kid, dude, watching that shit before I was going on MTV before I'd leave for school in the morning. But no, so there's and possibly what's his name, the Red Hulk, Thunderbolt Ross, because they've kept, what's his name, William Hurt around all these years, and he's had all these different appearances. He was very prominent in post-credit scenes and stuff like that. So, obviously there'll be a lot of CG and probably have somebody else doing the mocap work for him. But hey, Darth Tico's in the house. What's up, Darth Tico?
What's up, fool?
Thank you for joining us.
Darth Tico down on the farm.
I was literally just thinking that. Get the fuck out of my head.
Old Rose Tico had a farm. E-I-E-I-O.
She
got a space horse there and a space horse there.
Here, potato sack. There, potato sack.
Hey,
everywhere.
She also had a slave boy that had the Force.
With a slave boy there and a slave girl there.
Oh yeah, at the end of the movie, the broomstick boy.
Yeah, broomstick boy.
That they made such a big fucking deal out
That's
of.
the tease to the new trilogy. The new trilogy is all about broomstick boy.
And we never see him
I'm
again.
calling it. I'm fucking calling it now.
He makes a lightsaber out of the broom.
He probably fucking killed himself.
That's the Rian Johnson.
Rides the broomstick like the Harry Potter kids. And
that's the fucking Rian Johnson trilogy
Leia.
right there.
Yep. It's all about broomstick boy.
Space
They're gonna
witch.
call him that too.
See, I told you your broomstick boy theory sucks. I'm Rian Johnson. I got a trilogy
Space
about
magic.
Yep. Oh look, they're coming. All the man babies and the piss babies. They're at it again. They're shitting themselves because I made a trilogy about broomstick boy. No, right. Oh God, but yeah. So, yeah, they really did like make the Hulk just out to be a bitch. Like
that made me mad, man. Because I was like, you just went from having a Hulk that smashes that he just fought Thanos in the movie right before, and now he's wearing a sweater. What the fuck?
Yeah,
this is a total win.
Yeah. The best
The
thing
only
that
thing that
came
would
out-
make that funny is if they like went into a nightclub somewhere and he's like in full Hulk form. It's just like full all these like hot women run around. And he just goes Hulk smash.
that would be like the best part of it. But he'd be
That's
like,
my parody.
he would be like, no, we have to respect all women. We can't say that. We
Hulk
can't even
smash.
joke about Hulk smashing. That's not right. That wouldn't be respectful.
It's too masculine.
That's toxic masculinity. Not in my 2019.
Call poison control. It's so toxic.
Speaking of toxic, has anybody else heard anything about Jeremy Renner? I was wondering if there's.
Oh,
I haven't heard.
Anybody
heard
check
any other-
on him, make sure he's
Yeah.
still okay.
Heard any
Yeah, I
news?
was listening to last week's episode this morning. Oh my god.
You can go on over.
Maybe he's out in
What
out in an alley somewhere sniffing paint with Johnny Depp and Mark Ruffalo.
Dude, he's Muffalo. Dude, he's a good singer.
Who, Jeremy Renner?
Yeah.
Yeah, he can sing. I'm just making fun of him for having that app, though. The Jeremy Renner app. You can. You don't have to be lonely. At
You know, now that you mention, he does look a
Jeremy
little bit
Renner
like the
only.
lead singer of Duran Duran. Now that you mention it,
I would love to hear him sing a cover of Rio now because you said that.
or Ordinary World.
Yeah, definitely Ordinary World.
Her name is Rio and she dances on my gland.
So yeah, the MCU. I mean, like I said, there's still some things that I have some, and Ant-Man is one of the things I'm kind of optimistic about, but that kind of scares me now because I'm all happy that Ant-Man 3 is going to happen, and it's just going to be like the Wasp featuring Ant-Man or some shit like that. Not that I don't like Evangeline Lilly's character, but she doesn't have the charisma to carry that movie. She really doesn't. She's
Yeah,
a
I
good
think-
supporting actress.
I think the MCU now they're going to start taking characters that can't really carry a support lead, but they're just going to do it for the namesake of SJW bullshit. So it's going to be like, it's not going to be the Hulk featuring like fucking.
How long
like,
are
I
they
don't
going
know,
to do that though?
Rogue
Until it
or
no
something.
longer makes money. That's the question though. Like they might be able to
I-
get away with that once or twice, but they're
Yep.
going to have something in there to get the non-woke crowd to go
Dude.
in and spend money on tickets.
The people
Disney-
that actually spend money.
Disney
Yes.
owns so fucking much, and they have so much money. They can go forever, probably. I mean, even
The-
with like miniseries.
I
they
mean, the
can just
movies,
keep
you know,
spewing those out.
most of these movies, you got to get like 500 million because they're not going to make some movie guerrilla style for under 100 million. Disney just does not do that. So
Yeah.
if you got a 100 million movie, you're looking at like maybe 300 million you at least need to make back your marketing, you know. So whatever.
Speaking of, what do you think you guys the chances are of Joker making $1 billion? Are they pretty close?
Getting pretty close, man. It's getting pretty
900?
close. I will report on it once it finally crosses that mark. But last time I checked, it was in the upper 900 millions.
And that's
Yeah.
worldwide though too, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
That's what I thought.
Against a what was it? How much was the production budget? That it was under 100 million, wasn't it?
I don't remember what the production budget is on Joker, unfortunately, but it was very low because there's not CGI, and most of the money I think went to Joaquin because there's the movie's Joaquin and Robert De Niro, but it's not, the movie's not filled with a bunch of high name actors. So
That's the top search on Google. Is
Mhm.
what was it when I typed in what was the production budget? It went to for Joker, $55 million. Holy fucking
That was
shit.
it. It's 55 million,
50.
yeah, that movie's a monster.
dude. Talk about
Oh
fucking
my
making a profit, bro.
God.
That's like it 2017 level of profit there. You know, that movie surprised the hell out of everybody, including me. I was like, wow, this movie's
Smile.
awesome. And they didn't need a big. This is proof, folks, that you don't need a big budget to make a decent movie. Hello.
Whoa. You're saying things don't have to be computerized. I don't have to make things go boom in order to have a good movie.
You just have to write it out.
Does Michael
See?
Bay know this?
no,
No, he does not.
no, Michael Bay does not.
Well,
He does
what the fuck do you
not.
have to
Somebody
Michael
send
Bay
him
is
this
too
link.
busy Matrix dodging Me Too claims.
Okay, time out. What do you mean? I have to write it out. What is this write it out you speak of, Groove?
You know, these thing that people used to do when they were writing a screenplay or a script. You know, is use creativity and originality and things like that don't
Okay,
exist.
you know what? I'll let Loudy, have that one. Don't write it out. Go back and find a story or an old book that's already been written about 100 fucking years ago that has been made into a movie and make that into a movie. There were some very well written things from our past that would make great movies.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of them were used on like the first draft, but
that
Yeah.
sounds racist. I don't want to do that. Our history was racist.
You sure you're not part of a writer's room, Loudy? Because you sound like one.
Am I doing it right?
Yeah, you sound like a 2019 writer's room. Yeah. The only thing you're missing is a little tennis ball to throw the next person so they can come up with an idea and just
Goober Brothers, you're up.
spitballing. Yeah.
So my name is Goober, and I'm from like LA.
LA.
Our food is better, but anyways,
Oh yeah, or our transvestites are better.
take that back. But anyways, so I like using first drafts, long walks on the homeless streets of San Francisco, and I love ruining movie franchises. Hello.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Everyone, jazz hands.
Jazz hands.
Just jazz hands. Okay.
Nailed it.
Oh, what's up, Chris Wicks? He's still there. Flare X answering phones. All right. Flare X says Michael Bay equals explosions negate plot. That sums up like all Michael Bay's movies, I think.
Yes,
The
the
explosions
Michael
direct
Bay
plot.
career path. Every day is the 4th of July.
You know, the only other place where I've seen explosions negate plot is Pornhub.
This is also true. Ladies and gentlemen, he is Rowdy. He is Coach Loudy.
Bada boom, realest guy in the room. How you doing?
Oh, wait, I was looking at the browser
Yeah.
on my phone and it
Yeah.
seems to have froze. There we go.
Yeah.
Wonder why it froze.
Well, hey, I don't know. Goddamn 900 Windows. Anyway,
Yeah.
so let's see. Last piece of MCU business for the evening before we jump on over to some Terminator talk is Deadpool 3 reportedly in development at Marvel Studios.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I'm still kind of. Hey, look, it's I think that was what's her name? That was in Terminator 3. Was that Claire Danes? I see Claire Danes doing still getting work today.
Yeah,
in
and
the
Grizzly Adams had a beard.
With a plethora of Marvel Studios projects in the pipeline to kick off Phase 4, the new series on Disney Plus streaming service, which I get for free, so I'm kind of happy I get to watch Mandalorian for free because I have Verizon Unlimited.
Hey, when can I sign up for that? By the way, I also have Verizon.
You download the app and get all signed in, and when it opens up for streaming, you automatically have it, and you can use it on your laptop and everything too. Because I asked her about that. I was like, because I want to, I'm not gonna sit there and want to watch this fucking show on my phone.
Now that's
So-
if you use Verizon for your cable. You have that, or do you if you just have a Verizon
If
phone?
you have a
Verizon phone. Yeah.
I have a Verizon phone.
Do you have the unlimited plan though?
I don't think so. No.
Yeah, you can check. You can basically get a hold of Verizon and check.
Yeah,
to
I'm
see
pretty
if you're-
sure we don't have an unlimited plan. No.
I did just for data and stuff like that, so I had to.
I have
But yeah-
AT&T.
But yeah, so I get it for free, which I'm really excited about.
See,
like-
I'm torn because I don't want to support it.
I know.
I see what the back catalog is, and it's got fucking Darkwing Duck
Yep.
and Gargoyles. And
Yep.
I ain't doing shit until you guys tell me, "Oh my god, dude, the Mandalorian is awesome," and I don't have a lot of
Talk
faith.
about the Mandalorian. I just want to watch my childhood. Gummy Bears is fucking on there.
Dude, Gummy Bears is fucking amazing. That show is the shit. Trey loves that.
I'm
Dude,
too
what is
old
it?
for all this
Bitchin',
bullshit.
bro.
What is it?
Gummy Bears.
Gummy Bears. It's a show. It used to be a Saturday morning cartoon show about these. They were the Gummy Bears, man. They used to take this. They drank gummy juice. And they could jump like a motherfucker. Gummy
always stuff like that.
Bears
Never heard
flying
of it.
here and there and everywhere.
Never
remember-
heard of it.
I remember bananas and pajamas.
Dude, just coming down the stairs.
Yep.
Fuck
God,
my
I'm so
goddamn
fucking old.
childhood, bro.
So back to Deadpool here.
Sorry.
Meanwhile, back at Deadpool,
I got excited
Meanwhile,
because
It's okay. No,
Back at Banana headquarters.
I'm not gonna read through all this, but
I wouldn't.
no. So they're I don't really want to. No, I don't. They're not going to reboot it. It's going to be, continue the same continuity. It'll be, rated R.
Oh, it is going to be rated R?
From all accounts.
That's all I need to hear.
doubt
Just
it.
tell me it's going to be rated R and you're not going
Doubt
to
it.
change the format, and that'll be fine.
Highly doubt it.
If you go PG-13 with this shit, fuck, I'm not even going to bother going. I won't even support it. I won't.
No, I don't see them. They can't.
You're not gonna make the same kind of money that the first Deadpool did anyway. Because
No.
when that came out at the perfect time where people were starting to get the superhero fatigue, and that
Yep.
came out to pretty much shit on superhero movies anyway, and kind of parried it at the same time. It was very like meta at the time, and now it's like you're just watching to watch Ryan Reynolds make fart jokes because he's fucking great at it. So.
What I mean,
I'll go for
go
that.
to Jacksonville to go to TGI Fridays.
I mean, I'll watch that. I'll watch it for that, but I'm not expecting much more. I mean, I enjoyed the first two movies, but as long as you don't fuck up the format, But yeah, if you go PG-13, I'm not interested.
Yeah, I don't. I haven't.
That's an
seen
adults
Deadpool
franchise, and it needs to stay that way.
Yep, I have not seen.
It's okay
Deadpool
if you
2,
have him
man.
It's okay if you have him do like crossover stuff.
Mhm.
As long as those parts are small. But if it's gonna be strictly Deadpool, stick with the same audience, please.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure because he connects with like Spider-Man a lot in the comics and stuff like that. I mean, Deadpool is pretty much he's crossed over into a lot of the different properties. So, I believe he's been an Avenger too at one point in the comics. So maybe the West Coast Avengers. I don't know, but
why couldn't he have been an Avenger in real life?
I don't know. It's Ryan Reynolds. I mean, he's been the Green Lantern and Deadpool and Van Wilder. So
because he had X-Force.
Sex Force?
Gender neutral.
He had Sex Force?
Dude, he needs to be an Ant-Man.
that would be kind of
Holy
fucking crazy
shit.
to see Deadpool show up in Ant-Man.
They would get along so well, and then the Wasp would be like,
She would get pissed, and Deadpool would, like, end up banging the Wasp. And did I tell you we were talking about the porn parody of Captain Marvel? The dude that plays Deadpool in that is actually married to the chick that plays Captain Marvel in the porn
I'm gonna
parody.
buy that movie.
that's funny.
Lape, I watched that one of the videos Lape did. I was like,
That's
holy
fun.
shit, because I never would have looked it up. I would have probably seen it on one of the sites eventually, but I never would have looked up the facts.
One of our
about the
beloved
cast.
hubs.
Yeah, one of our beloved hubs. So yeah, that pretty much covers what I've got for the MCU tonight.
Hashtag hub life.
Hub life. I like how they changed their logo for different holidays too. That's always festive and nice to see.
Yes. It's always nice to see a porn site be festive.
It is, man. It is. I especially like their Christmas. They do a Hanukkah one too, which is awesome. I was like, shalom, nice. But
That moment
yeah,
when the
Shalom
plots
rhymes
are
with-
better in pornos than fucking actual movies.
so we are out of the MCU now, and Groove, I'm gonna toss it on over to you right now. Is you're gonna run point on the Terminator Duck Feet.
Duck Feet, which I unfortunately saw this weekend.
Dark taint.
Dark Taint. It's no big surprise. It's pretty. Here, I could do the screen share if you want to throw it up there.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna read the whole article because we're getting we're almost an hour and 15 minutes in. I'm not gonna bore the shit out of everybody. So I just want to put this up for reference point. It's on track to lose 120 million after box office bomb. So they spent a budget. They had a budget of 185, and they predicted that this was going to make 40 million in its opening weekend. Now, why these fools launched it on Halloween, I have no idea. This was my complaint from day one. They were so proud of this movie. This was released by Paramount, I believe, and they were so proud of this movie that they were just convinced that this was going to do well. They launched it on Halloween, and rather than 40 million, which was their estimate, it made 29 on the opening weekend. So I don't have the ultimate numbers, but it looks like worldwide it's like 123.6 million on a budget of 185. So once you put in the marketing and all that, you need to make 357 million to break even. So it's on track to lose 120 million.
Guarantee you're also not going to see any Mackenzie Davis action figures.
No.
No, there's no toys. There's no action figures for this at all.
No.
There's definitely at this point not going to be a sequel. I would be shocked if they doubled down on a sequel at this point.
I was surprised when
I'm seeing some Fortnite gameplay on here, and makes me want to go play right now.
I was surprised when they said they were lining this up to be a new trilogy. I was like, why? Nobody.
This is the
wants
problem. This is why they're always putting the cart before the horse, and it's like, why don't you just make sure that the one movie does well first, and then worry about sequels? Stop announcing that we're going to make 3 freaking movies.
Yeah.
Just stop that. Just quit doing that.
It's like January 1st, you sign up for a gym membership, and then January 2nd, you're done.
It's so stupid.
Mm-hmm.
So that's that. All right. I saw the movie. I'm not going to give it an entire review. You can watch that review on my channel if you want. If you haven't seen it already, I'm pretty sure you guys already did. So I'm not going to go through all that. The movie's worst foe is its story. The story is so stupid. It's just so stupid. It's the same movie that you've seen before. I told Pete on the stream, it's like when you buy a textbook, like you went to I went to junior college, you buy a textbook. Or your sister had the textbook. She gives you a textbook from the previous semester. She gives you a textbook, and then you find out that they changed the edition. And then throughout the course of the semester, you realize that they only changed like maybe 2 chapters, like added a couple images or a couple of references or something. But yet you had to go out and spend another $180 on a textbook that only had like 2 chapters. That's what Dark Fate is. If you skip this movie, you're not missing anything. And the dumb stuff that they do in the movie, I won't go into full spoilers. If anybody's still wanting to see it, I'm not advocating any kind of boycott. It's already failed, so it really doesn't freaking matter at this point. But it's a waste of your time and money. It really is. It negates, it pretty much destroys everything set up by the first 2 movies. It makes all of that seem meaningless, which is my problem with the whole Sarah Connor timeline in general. It was meant to be one isolated love story that's also a horror movie and also a science fiction action movie at the same time. It wasn't never meant to be a quote unquote franchise, but yet here we are. They released it. It's losing money, and I'm dying to know, guys, what they're going to use as the excuse for this movie failing, because they never just make a bad movie. They never just admit to defeat. There's always, oh, it's franchise fatigue. Oh, it's misogynist, racist trolls campaign on the interwebs, to ruin our movie. They never just admit to, okay, well, maybe we fucked up and wrote a bad script. This script has 6 writers, but when you're watching this movie, it feels like one of those movies like Batman versus Superman, where it has so many different agendas that it fails to be its own thing.
Me alone could write a better movie than all 6 of those people.
All of the stuff that we've come up with on our live streams, we could come up with a better story.
There was actually more than 6 people that wrote this.
Oh my God.
I watched Gary from Nerdrotic today was breaking it down, and I think he said there was up to 10 to 12 people that worked on this script.
God,
some stupid number. Like, it's basically a fucking NBA team that made the script. You know what I mean? Like that.
I don't know about you guys, but I've been having so much fun watching this unfold, because it's like we predicted this shit a year ago, and it's almost this point where it's like I don't want to be right anymore, because I'm like so. Well, that's what's going to fucking happen, and that's exactly what happened. I'm tired of being right. I want to be wrong. I want to be surprised. But at the same time, watching this movie fail is like when you're driving on the interstate and you see an accident on the side of the road and you can't help but slow down and want to know what happened. It's like you're watching a train wreck go in slow motion is the way this is. And I'm dying for the excuses. I really am. What are they going to say about this one? They were so out front with their marketing. The future is female. Mackenzie Davis going to scare the shit out of the misogynist. I was never scared. I don't even think I ever raised my heartbeat watching the entire movie. I just sat there like, well, that happened. Well, I guess that was kind of cool, but
finding out what they did to John Connor raised my fucking heartbeat.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty much out there, and when we're going to get into that a little bit, I don't think anybody watching this video right now is afraid of spoilers. But yeah, everything they do just negates the entire. It makes all of the struggles from the first 2 movies meaningless, completely meaningless. So it's a sequel and a complete reboot at the same time. And the way that the story unfolds, it's like that kind of lazy writing where they just kind of make some shit up to get to the next problem. You know what I mean? Like, oh, well, Arnold, you know, they sent back some other Terminators too. And that's the one that killed John Connor. And it's like, it just, every time you think about it, it's like, they really went with this. Like nobody in the course of this writing just thought, you know, maybe this isn't really such a great idea. No, they don't do that. They employ yes men, you know, and this is what they come up with. You know, this is what a writer's room does. They just think of the stupidest thing and go with the first draft. And then as long as they can get to the rest of the movie, that's what they do. It's boring. It is painfully boring. It had maybe one or two ideas. Surprisingly, though, Mackenzie Davis was not the worst part of the movie. I thought maybe she would be. I kind of liked the character, but we don't really get to know that much about her. There's a lot of things that they do that you think, well, maybe if they just did a little bit more of that, it might be better. Like the new Terminator has some pretty cool tech where he can hack into satellites and call in a strike just to slow down his prey and then finally go in and catch up with them, which I thought was smart. Like a Terminator, and they're thinking like, what would a Terminator do in 2019? Well, it would hack into it would call in a SWAT basically, and it did that. And I'm like, okay, well that's cool because that makes sense. Rather than him just Rambo it into town,
would tweet hateful things.
With all
he would make angry. He would have a blue check mark and make angry statements.
Right. He uses a satellite to find him, and then he calls in a strike. You know, like he does the voice change shit, and then there's a strike that comes in. I thought, well, that's kind of cool. And all of the other best parts, well, you saw him in the trailer. Okay, so the liquid stuff comes off the skeleton, and it's like two Terminators. That's really the most interesting thing they could come up with. And I have a question on the end of that sentence because I'm like, sit, you know,
It's
where did the 180 million go?
Its Twitter handle is not Terminator.
Yeah, it's really not Terminator. None of it. This movie feels like Force Awakens, but with Rian Johnson level writing. That's what it is. Yeah, it's that. So I saw it from my channel.
Draft material.
It's definitely first draft material. I'm like, this is the story that you're running with, really. You know, it's like this is where you're gonna go.
Did they steal from a fan fiction?
Dude, it is worse than fan
Tim Miller
fiction.
stole my fan fiction.
The Terminator that you see in the trailer, okay, the Arnold Schwarzenegger that you see in the trailer, it's a Terminator that killed John Connor, and all this time he felt bad about what he did.
Makes no fucking sense.
So he's been sending text messages to Sarah Connor to stop all the other Terminators that I guess were loaded up in the queue, like your Netflix queue, or
he's been sending her dick pics,
and she's been hunting Terminators ever since. I was almost waiting for her to go, I hunt Terminators.
Then why didn't she kill him?
I mean, there's that part in the trailer where she says, "When this is over, I am going to kill you," but he wound up.
Sounds good.
Yeah, he wound up fighting the new Terminator, and
this
so
is fine.
She didn't have to kill him, I guess. But I don't know. It's really bad writing, bad dialogue. I feel bad because it seemed like Linda Hamilton and Arnold Schwarzenegger were at least trying to be professionals, and I didn't hate Mackenzie Davis as much as I thought I would. But Natalie Reyes, however, is the most boring person I've ever seen in a movie ever. She's the focus of the story.
Was that Loudy?
Was this her first role?
I don't know. I think she comes from TV, if I'm not mistaken. I think
I'll look it up.
This might be her first movie. I didn't do any kind of IMDb on Natalie Reyes, but it turns out that she's not the mother of the savior of humanity, because obviously they had to send somebody back, and no matter what the fuck they do, humanity's going to make some kind of AI that's going to go back and kill everybody anyway. So it's Legion this time instead of Skynet, which sucks. You know, Legion, really? That's what you came up with? So Legion sends back, you know, the liquid, the T-1000, which is what I call him. Okay.
T-1000.
And you know, so that's back. And then Mackenzie Davis is an enhanced super soldier. And then it's revealed later that Natalie Reyes actually is the leader of the resistance, not the mother.
Question. You said she found out she wasn't the mother. Was this on an episode of Maury, or?
It's a really cringy scene when they're on. They're riding
the mother.
they're on a train and they're trying to cross the Mexican American border, and that's when it's revealed. Linda Hamilton's like, let me guess, you're the mother of the next resistance leader, and then finally Mackenzie Davis is like, no, she's not the mother, she is the resistance leader.
My God.
Sorry, I can't. This is a huge problem. You're the resistance leader. You can't come in. Sorry, just shutting it down.
Did they get past the wall?
No.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. I thought they were going to get really preachy when they got to the whole checkpoint at the wall thing. Because I'm like, oh, here we go with this shit too now. Because that was also in Rambo, but in this one, there is a scene where I was just like, here we go. You know, the T-1000 is looking for Mackenzie Davis, Natalie Reyes, obviously, and says, where's I forgot her name, Danny. Yeah, it's like where's Danny, whatever the hell her name is. And
Danny Trejo.
yeah, he says, where do they keep or Mackenzie Davis breaks out. She goes, where do they keep the prisoners? And one of the ladies like, no, we don't call them prisoners, we call them detainees.
Wow.
We call this my
So does Dora the Explorer do anything in this movie?
Yeah, she's going to stand and fight. And when she does, it's so cringy, dude, because it's like they do a flash forward sequence, you know, where it's revealed that Mackenzie Davis, the Wokenator or LGBT bot 1000, whatever we want to call her, you know, obviously she's human, and Natalie Reyes saves her. Like they're starving, you know, because after the war starts, the food disappears. She reveals that, and then Natalie Reyes saves her. So that there's not like any kind of a relationship there other than she saved my life and I volunteered to go back and protect her. So now the thing that is interesting is she's enhanced, but she needs like drugs. Her powers are limited. She has like a time limit on the powers. So she's not like a complete Mary Sue, but still, why would you send somebody back that can only be powerful for like a couple of minutes against a fucking Terminator? Whatever.
So like Dr. Jekyll, basically.
Kind of, yeah. It's like she'll crash and then she needs like a bunch of drugs to get like her adrenaline back. Like she'll crash so much that she can't hardly walk, you know. So that was kind of
a little cooler with her the whole time. She
had gone. There's a scene that I kind of liked where she goes into a pharmacy and she's trying to tell the pharmacist, I need blah 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 blah, and he's like, do you have a prescription? And she's just like, fuck it. She pulls out a gun and then she points it at him. She's kind of stammering back, walks back behind the counter. She's just pulling all the drugs off the shelf and throwing them in a sack, you know. So and then she kind of walks around with these syringes, you know. She like makes these syringes to keep her going. So
is she like just a human, or does she actually have like a
she's
underneath her?
If you ever played the game Deus Ex Human Evolution or Human Revolution, you ever played those games?
No.
Those video games? Okay. She's enhanced. She's trying to think of the word. She's got cybernetic implants inside of her. In fact, there's a scene where they have her at the detention center and somebody's looking at her, and it's what you see in the trailer where they're peeling back the skin and they're looking at the steel and all that. Like, yeah. Okay. They're doing an x-ray. They're looking at an x-ray and I'm like, oh, that's a callback to Wolverine. You know, that like, she's like, I don't even know how she's alive with all this shit inside of her. And they just
Salvation.
Yeah, it's like they're looking at the x-ray and she's got like all this shit over top of her skeleton. She actually has a HUD when she sees, so she can see infrared and stuff like that. But yeah, she's trying to think of the word that I forgot what they called him in Deus Ex.
She's a cyborg.
No, not cyborg. There was something else they called it.
As far as like an enhanced human or something, augmented.
Yeah, augmented. That's the word I was looking for. Yeah, she's augmented. So if you played the Deus Ex games, which I absolutely love, because I'm huge into cyberpunk, and that's why I was interested in her character. Because I'm like, oh, this is some cool cyberpunk shit that they could have done something with, but they didn't. You know, I would like to see a world where people are augmented, you know, and have to live, you know, being on drugs and all that kind of stuff to have powers. That would have been an interesting movie, because at least now the only time I liked this movie was when it was trying to do something different, but there just wasn't enough of it. You've seen this story before. I just told you what happened. You can tell just by looking at the story or looking at the poster that's what the story was. I'm like, okay, she's a leader of the resistance. He's trying to kill her. She's trying to protect her. and that's it. And Arnold Schwarzenegger is a Terminator that's from way back when. That's exactly what the fuck it was. I'm like,
So quick update
really?
on Natalia Reyes and her. She has 23 acting credits. The majority of them come from like Telemundo and Univision. Like they're
really?
like they're like Latin programs. Like she played Jessica in 45 episodes of Cumbia Nina. Let's see, she was in Lady La Vendedora de. She was in Rosas. She played Lady Tabayeras. She was 26 episodes. She was Dulce Amor. Let's see, A Mano Limpia. Bermudas. I don't know. But yeah. So it's a lot of foreign stuff. She was in Running. She's in Running with the Devil with Nicolas Cage and Lawrence Fishburne. She plays the woman.
Not the woman.
She plays the woman.
She's very, and that's
Not
the other
the
funny
woman.
thing is she's very boring in this movie. She has no like absolute, it's one thing I liked about the original Terminator. It's like you see Sarah Connor, they establish she's probably a student, she's a waitress, her roommate's kind of an asshole. You know what I mean? It's just like all these, you know more about Sarah Connor going in the movie. This woman here, it's like they give you just enough to tell you who she is, and that's about it. You don't learn anything else about her.
She's a spicy Brie Larson.
I wouldn't even give her that much credit.
Oof, that's bad.
Yeah, Brie Larson is kind of funny to watch because she always has that resting bitch face. This woman here, Natalie Reyes, does not emote ever at all. Period.
That delivery of her "I'm going to stand and fight" line was
God.
I haven't seen the movie.
That's her whole
so
performance.
pathetic.
If you've seen that in the trailer, you've seen her
It was
entire
bad.
performance in the movie. That's what you're getting. You're getting that.
That was
Stand and fight.
I'm going to stand and fight, and that's all you get. In fact, I'd say probably about the first 30 minutes of this movie is all in Spanish.
That's
with
fucking
subtitles.
stupid.
Yeah.
Does this take place in California again?
No, it takes place in Mexico.
Yeah, I say most of it's in Mexico.
Mexico and Texas. When you see them at the that's the other thing. The Terminator is called Carl. He installs drapes.
Coral.
Yeah.
Coral.
Insert all the memes, all the coral memes.
Or the coral.
I never get tired of those.
about
But yeah, he installs drapes.
llamas
His name
and
is
hats?
Carl. He goes, "That's what they call me." This is the kind of writing of this movie is like there's a part where she's looking at Sarah Connor's cell phone, and she takes the back of it off, and she puts her thumb on there, and she's like accessing information. Sarah Connor says, "What are you doing?" And she says, "Future shit." That's indicative of that's how I feel about the entire movie. It's like
Talk
future
down
shit.
to Slam and Hamilton.
Yeah, it's we don't even have time to explain this shit. This is like I don't have time to explain what I don't have time to explain.
That's like a Force Awakens. That's a story for another time.
It is. Yeah. This does feel very Force Awakens. This is dark Force Awakens is what it is.
You know what they're so stupid for doing? It's like, how are you gonna? You're gonna use Linda Hamilton, who looks like a walking park bench?
I was glad to see her back, but not in this movie. I would have loved to have seen her in literally anything else because this is just it's cringy, man.
Hey, cigarette with arms and legs. Do you want to go into this movie? All right,
Yeah, that'd be great.
That'd be great.
She wasn't as bad as I thought she'd be, but this dialogue is just really first draft shit.
Yeah,
man.
but she delivers Arnold's "I'll be back" line on the bridge and shit. Like,
And I
come
hated that
on,
scene so much.
Come on,
I was so angry when I saw that in the trailer, and that's in the movie, and I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, that's Arnold's fucking line, girl. No.
Yeah,
That
the Arnold's line in this movie is "I won't be back."
And Tim Miller, the director, like James
Fuck
Cameron.
him. Fuck
yeah,
that guy.
exactly, dude. James Cameron
Fuck that guy.
he had issues with him on set. Like Cameron said, like he'd butt heads with other directors before, but it was because they were trying to interpret it his way. And he's like, "No, I want you to do your movie." Where he goes with Tim Miller, it was Tim Miller's like, "Fuck you, I don't care about your source material. I'm doing this my way." And Cameron's like, "Well, I kind of know something about this, considering I fucking created it." So,
Oh shit, I almost forgot. Let me pull this up real quick.
Guarantee you, Kathleen Kennedy will put Tim Miller in charge of a Star Wars movie.
Okay.
How much you want to bet?
And share this.
Calling it here.
Tim Miller will get a Star Wars
You heard it
trilogy.
here first at Goober Brothers Entertainment.
Okay, go ahead and add that to the stream. All right, so I did this yesterday on my stream when I had Pete on there. We did I made this poll, okay, that I said I was going to show the results. All right, and I'm not going to read this. It's just excuses for Terminator's Dark Fate's failure. You guys probably saw this in the Facebook groups, but if you didn't, these were the choice I came up with. It's like, who do you think they're going to blame for Dark Fate's failure? Tim Miller. Too many producers, too many cooks in the kitchen. Bad timing of the release. I mean, seriously, November, right on Halloween night. What were you thinking? Bad marketing, YouTubers, critics, alt-right, racist, misogynist troll campaign, because they love to run with that shit nowadays, don't they? Ever since Ghostbusters 2016, or then, you know, our old favorite classic franchise fatigue. So here's the results. All right. Overwhelmingly 13 votes for alt-right, racist, misogynist troll campaign. Now, I haven't heard it yet. But as soon as one of these dumbass websites that we're always doing, it'll probably be We Got This Covered or Gossip Cop. One of those rotten ass websites, or the Mary Sue. They're gonna say it was the alt-right, racist, misogynist troll campaign. So apparently, there's that many alt-right, racist, misogynist trolls in the world that just don't want this movie to succeed because there's nothing wrong with it. There must be something wrong with us for not liking it.
Oh, that makes sense.
That's usually the way it is, though. It's like it can't possibly be the movie. You're just a fucking idiot. You don't know what a good movie is. No, I pretty much know what kind of entertainment I enjoy. I know what kind of movies I want to watch, and your fake woke garbage isn't it.
You know what's funny is Jeremy Johns. You watch his
oh god, yeah, I love Jeremy Johns. I love him. I do.
Pete, did you watch it?
I do not. I don't think I've ever watched one of his videos.
No, he's fantastic. His videos are really short, but they give you everything that you
I've heard a lot about him.
Pete, I'll send you the link to it.
Okay.
He does a review and then he does a spoiler review. And he's one of the bigger YouTube movie reviewers, like Chris Stuckman is. But he is a little bit more level-headed, less shillyish than Stuckman. Stuckman is starting to lean towards, common sense.
I don't hate all of Stuckman's reviews. I think he's a little more like,
I like him for the most part, but there's like you're probably about to say on some reviews you're like, what the fuck? How do you?
Well, he was one of the ones that liked The Last Jedi, and I was going off of his
and The
review.
Force Awakens. He sucked the dick of Force Awakens. Dude.
Well, I didn't hate The Force Awakens, but he was way off on The Last Jedi. I'm like, how did you like this movie, dude? I'm like, I left with a headache. I'm like, why? I'm like, do you even Star Wars, bro? But I don't expect everybody to agree with everything that I like, and I think he's fair. I don't think he's political at all. And Jeremy Johns has always been very out front that he does not like Disney Star Wars whatsoever. Like he was like me. He liked The Force Awakens, but after that, he's just watched it steadily go. And he did like 3 videos for The Last Jedi. So he's very outspoken. He lets people know that, hey, I'm not shilling for nobody but me, So I respect him for that. I do.
What's funny is he went to the press viewing
for Solo,
for a lot of these things, but he went to the press release for Dark Fate, and they asked him, and people from the movie had clipboards and they're writing stuff down.
I remember
they're like, what? And he goes, what did you not like about the movie? And he goes, well, I'm going to be honest, the first 15 minutes of this shit show really took me out of it. You fucking hated it. And then okay. And
it does.
The movie.
It's a serviceable action movie, but you're spent so much reeling about the first 15 minutes that you can't focus on the rest of the movie after that. Because it's like, what the fuck? Why would you even do that?
And then he goes, I didn't pay attention to Spanish class, so
true. Yeah,
I don't know what they're saying in the whole movie for the first quarter because they were speaking Spanish for like 30 minutes of it.
They did it way too much, and I told you guys that too. Because a lot of people is like, "Oh, you should watch Narcos." I'm like, I can't read that fast. There's way too many subtitles. That's like an hour of subtitles, man.
Yeah, there's a
horror
they're
like
movie
going
called
real
Veronica.
fast. It's like, fuck.
There's a horror movie called Veronica out there on Netflix, and it's a good movie, but it's all subtitles. So it's like, oh god.
But yeah, you're not missing nothing, man. I saw it, and I mostly did it just so that because I had a lot of people saying, well, you can't say it until you go see it. I'm like, all right, fuckers, I tell you what, I'll go see this. All right, I'll let you know. I'll let you know, and I did. I saw it. I took one for the team. That's why Pete's going to go see Charlie's Angels. We're seeing some crappy movies this year because we care about our YouTubers that much, or our YouTube subscribers, I should say. So,
Yep.
But also our YouTubers, our friends.
Man.
I'm telling you guys here, you don't have to see Terminator Dark Fate.
I'm gonna see it at home and that's
Sail the high seas. Wait for it to show up on Netflix. Do not spend any fucking money on this movie at all. You're wasting your time.
Yeah, I have no desire to watch that one. Like I said, if it wasn't for our deal, I wouldn't go see Charlie's Angels.
I mean, I'm sitting here talking, and like you can see a T-800 arm right behind me and a Terminator poster on the wall. I'm a fan of the movies. I don't follow a franchise. I'm not a Cinco fan. I don't worship a logo. I like a good movie. I've not seen a single good movie since T2. And as far as I'm concerned, you should just leave well enough alone.
Yep.
If they really wanted to go somewhere with this, the only time they ever made something where I was really on board with it was the Sarah Connor Chronicles TV series. I loved that. They're obviously not going to fucking do that again. So that's unfortunate because that was actually going somewhere. Yeah. But if they really wanted to do something with this franchise, if the studio just insists on not letting go of this brand, my advice is get the fuck away from the Sarah Connor timeline and just do some completely different characters. Just show me the future war. Make all new characters. Show me the future war. I want to see robots with fucking lasers in the future.
They should have done that a long time
They should have
ago.
done that with Salvation, but they fucked that up too. So
Salvation, I was excited for Salvation.
I was
like,
too, man. I was like, they're finally going to
do
do the future war, and it's like, oh, it's like daytime, and it's like
honey dicked you again, didn't they?
The Terminators don't look right, and the CG's not great, and just dude, Sam Worthington, what the fuck? Sam Worthington,
not a good leading actor.
No,
they made it about him instead of John Connor in the war.
Right, and I knew it was going to be a bad movie because Moon Bloodgood is in it, and she's a beautiful woman. But Moon Bloodgood she's an actress. All right, whenever she shows up in something, it's always bad. I've never seen her in anything good.
What if she's in Batwoman?
She probably will be. I'm sure she'll be one of the villains at some point. It's inevitable. But yeah,
it's a terrible name too.
Yeah, she's pretty fly, but not that good of an actress. God, don't get me started on Batwoman. I gotta fucking do that video tonight.
How many episodes were in the season?
Batwoman 22. I'm on episode 5.
There's gonna be 22 episodes.
I have to do 22.
I think they're gonna cancel it. There's no fucking way.
They won't, man. They still haven't canceled Supergirl, and that show's been in the shitter for 7 fucking years. CW's stubborn like that, man. Hey, what's up, Leo Red? How you doing? He said Narcos is great, though.
Yo.
Yeah, that's got,
I'm sure Narcos is great, but I don't speak Spanish fluently enough to follow along. I can't read that many subtitles that fast.
Thank you.
That's got what's his name? Diego Luna. That's in.
It is. It's I'm sure it's a fantastic show, but there's certain shows that I've tried to watch where if there's that many damn subtitles, you lose me. Another one was that. The guy from The Sopranos had a TV show it's on Netflix. I tried to watch that. He's a wise guy and he goes like to Norway.
Michael Imperioli?
No, not Michael Imperioli. The guy from Steven Van Zandt. That guy.
Steven Van Zandt. Okay.
I forgot what that show is called, but I was like, oh, this is a great premise. He's like goes into the witness protection program. Mm-hmm. He wants to go as far away from society as he possibly can. So he goes up to like Norway. So he's like up there in fucking Norway. So all his lines are in English, but everybody else in the movie speaks Norwegian. So that's a lot of fucking subtitles. I'm like, nope, can't do it.
I was like, what was that? Apocalyptica was like that. Like, I love that. That movie's fucking amazing.
I hate to be lazy like that, man, but it's like if I want to read a book, I'll read the book. If I want to watch a movie, then you need to dub that shit in.
That's it. I didn't know. Remember Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon when that came out? I was
I watched El Mariachi. I fucking love that movie. Yeah, but El Mariachi doesn't have so much dialogue that I can't keep up with the pace. Yeah. Because most Spanish is spoken very fast.
Yep.
Very, very, very fast, and I can't read that fucking fast. I'm getting old. I can't read that fucking fast. Just can't do it. Terminator is guilty as hell of that.
Yeah, fuck that movie. You said the first 15 minutes of that movie. That's that shootout.
About the first 20 or 30 minutes is in Spanish.
That's all in the warehouse or the car factory, isn't it? Isn't that where that is?
Yeah, well, leading up to the car factory, because that's the other thing. They don't really take time developing characters in the movie. They just go to the next action sequence, and all the action sequences is like things that you've seen before. It's like, okay, car chase on a freeway. Now we're in an airplane. Now we're in a helicopter. Now we're over the Hoover Dam. I guess we haven't seen that before, but who the fuck cares? It's not really the Hoover Dam.
Not since Beavis and Butthead Do America.
Right? So it's
That's the Hoover Dam.
There's just nothing original here. And they always end up in a factory. And of course, this one, they end up in a factory. So that's where the final showdown is. It's exactly the movie you've seen before twice.
I can't believe they again. Now the franchise showed the end fight scene in the trailer.
Yep.
It's hilarious.
Yep. Isn't it though? That's the fun part about this movie is just watching it all unfold. And I'm kind of glad I went to see it just so that I could say, yeah, I saw it and you're not missing nothing. I'm glad that it's over. I don't have to cringe that I have to do this anymore because it's been hanging over my head for months. I promised all my YouTubers I'm going to go see this movie. I'm going to review it. I'm like, fuck, I don't want to see this movie. And it's like I went and I saw it and I wasn't surprised. I wasn't shocked. I'm just like, this franchise was already shit when I walked in here. So what was I expecting? Roses? You know, I mean, it just doesn't, you know, it's a very low bar to cross.
Star Trek Discovery. Leo Red says, so I'm betting you really hate Star Trek Discovery when the Klingons start to talk about subtitles. I don't think anybody watches Star Trek Discovery. I mean,
I watched one episode of Star Trek
the
Discovery.
Free one. We watched the same one. It was.
I don't watch Star Trek at all.
Star Trek Discovery.
I love Star Trek.
Star Trek Discovery is fucking an abomination.
Star Trek.
I'm not even the biggest Star Trek.
But the thing is with Star Trek, Star Trek is a franchise where you can have failures and come back because they've always had low points, high points, low points, high points. Star Wars, I'm not so sure. Terminator's had nothing but low points, other than the first two movies. So you think 6 movies and 4 of them have failed. How many times are you going to keep doing this, man?
Okay,
like,
wait.
Does money just grow on trees? You know.
All right, so Leo Red watches Star Trek Discovery. All right, so are you like? I want to know. Let me know in the chat. What do you think of like the show overall? Like, you're obviously watching us, so I see the groups and everything because we're in the same groups and stuff. So I mean, are you like? What do you think of this show? Let me know. Like the Michael Burnham character and Pecker Spock and all that. I mean, that's. Like I borrowed that from Doomcock, man. That is greetings.
Dude, there are some really bad characters in that show, man. Oh well,
if you're like a white science officer in that show and you even like cross paths with Sonequa Martin Wood and Green,
you look at her funny, die. You're gonna get a Vulcan neck pinch.
You're dead, man. Like I said, they just like they make like the one science
the one episode that I watch, anybody that disagrees with her like instantly dies.
Yep. Yeah. The one dude, he got sneezed on in the elevator and she gave him that shitty fucking look. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Like, and then the guy dies.
Yep.
Doomcock case. Oh, I love Doomcock's reviews of Star Trek Discovery because I don't even watch. Like I said, I watched one episode of it and I watched clips from other episodes just based on what Doomcock and Gary from Nerdrotic have said. And holy fuck, like that Tilly that's on there, I can't remember the girl's name that plays her, and then the one dude that played Daryl on Adventures in Babysitting, the guy with the Playboy that looked like Elizabeth Shue, he's on there and he plays like he plays a gay character, and he's just like he's a science, like he's one of that is I can't remember what his rank is on the ship. He's like one of the science officers or some shit like that. But the only reason he's got
a diverse cast was not enough. It had to be representation too. It's once again representation over story. So
and what's the captain's name? Captain Pike. They just like I don't know.
I think they 86'd him out of the show. Captain Pike is actually a character that was in the original Star Trek pilot.
Yep, I remember them
played by
that.
Jeffrey Hunter.
Yeah, Doomcock talked about that. And speaking of other YouTubers, and while we're on the topic of the fandom menace, so I subscribe to some channels on here that they're not fandom menace channels, and I think it was Den of Geek is one of them on here. Have any of y'all ever seen the Den of Geek?
Mm-mm.
All right,
I think I've seen them in the recommended.
I'm a Red Letter Media guy myself.
Okay, I want to acknowledge. Just wait. Leo Red says I can't stand almost all the characters on the show except for Commander Saru, but the show overall keeps me entertained. Okay, fair enough. I just kind of wanted to get your opinion on it, man. That's cool. I respect that. No judgment here. I mean, I own Melrose Place in Dallas on fucking DVD, so it is what it is. But no, man. so they're talking, and he put out a video the other day. And like I said, I subscribed to him, so I got the thing for the video, and it says because he has some good MCU news, and he does some good shit. I mean, he's got around 100K subs, so he's got some decent sources and shit. So I like some of his videos, but the title of the video was "I'm joining the fandom menace." So I'm like, you had my you aroused my curiosity. Now you have my attention. I'm like, wait, what? So I'm like, this has to be clickbait because this guy is like way too. He's soy. He's like if you've never seen, he's kind of soy.
Or his takes on all the recent like Star Wars movies, and
he's pretty fucking neutral. Like he tries. You can tell he likes Star Wars, but he doesn't want to come out and just outwardly shit on it. But he tries to like play the fence a little bit on it, I think. But he's starting this whole thing called the Gray Order. Now, this is the thing about the Fandom Menace. Nobody organized the fucking Fandom Menace. Yeah. It's Flint water. Nobody organized the fucing Fandom Menace.
Basically, shit and piss.
There's PFAS in it. Norbit did. It was
Doesn't
Norbit's
smell
fault.
like caca to me, senor.
Damn it, Rasputin, it wasn't me. Rasputin.
Hopping around with one shoe.
But so nobody organized the Fandom Menace. Like it's not a like group that you like, are like, this is like a thing. Like he's like, oh, you can do this and you can join this group, and it's like nobody we just kind of like it just came together.
We found each other because we were, if you were like me, I can't speak for everybody, but if you're like me, you're wondering, am I the only one that's being singled out for not liking where this is going? I can't be the only one. If you Googled that particular crowd of people, the Fandom Menace is what you stumbled upon. There's a lot of people out there that have the same question. Am I the only one that thinks all this is fucking weird? Of course, we're all Star Wars fans. We just don't like this version of Star Wars. Disney's version of Star Wars is very processed. It's recycled, processed meat is what the new Star Wars is. There's no heart to any of it.
It's not Star Wars.
No.
It's not. Yeah, I mean, you can put the name on it. You can slap the logos. You can put.
That's all it is. It's marketing. It's just processed meat and no heart and soul to it at all. None.
I could take a dump in a box and stamp it guaranteed, but all that means is you got a guaranteed piece of shit.
Yep.
Next thing you know, there's money missing off the dresser, and your daughter's knocked up. I've seen it 100 times, Tad.
Fucking love that movie.
Deep cuts from Tommy Boy, ladies and gentlemen.
Deep cuts from Tommy Boy.
No, man. This whole thing is gonna fall flat on its face because it's supposed to be like he wants it to be like from fans from both sides can kind of come
That's
together.
Not gonna work. Yeah.
It might at first a little bit, but
the only way this is gonna ever blow over is when people generally lose interest in Star Wars, like on both sides, and then it'll all disappear slowly.
Yeah,
that's it. I'm not even thinking about it anymore. As far as I'm concerned, this shit's all over with. It was a fun run. I'm already planning for the future. You know what I mean? I'm not like distancing myself from it, but I also don't see any longevity in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm just calling it like I see it. That once this last movie comes out, that's it. There might be a couple of fans that go over to the Disney streaming services. They can pay for that shit if they want to, but the rest of us audiences that aren't interested in Disney Star Wars, we don't got to buy it.
I'm bumming it off people just so I can watch The Mandalorian. See how
I'm gonna be.
You guys can tell me if it's worth a shit. And if it is, I'll entertain it. Yeah.
I'll be doing reviews of The Mandalorian actually.
Because as it is, I'm like really like going through and I'm like, do I need all these fucking streaming services? And I'm like, I'm like being really picky. It's like if this doesn't have more than 2 shows on this service, it's like
I'm interested to see all the Marvel content. Go ahead, Cody. I'm sorry, man.
Oh no, you're good. Go ahead.
No. I was just gonna. That's all I said. I was like, I'm interested in all the Marvel content they're putting out. So plus that back catalog stuff. So
I just want to come out and say that even though I'm watching The Mandalorian, I still don't accept that it's actual Star Wars. It's just it. I'm just gonna see if they can work with what they got. Other than that, it's not Star Wars. You're going on the fucking timeline of the Resistance and First Order. No one gives a shit about that fucking timeline.
Yep.
Like anything they've made after Return of the Jedi isn't the real true fucking Star Wars. So all I want to see out of it is a good depiction of a Mandalorian.
This is basically
A Mandalorian. That's it. That's all I want to see. I want to see an actual. God, my fucking microphone stand sucks. I want to see an actual depiction of a real Mandalorian live action. That's not Jango or Boba Fett, because that's all we've seen so far. Live action.
This is basically the James Mangold Boba Fett movie we were supposed to get years ago turned into a series.
Yeah, because they fucking puttied out and didn't want to give.
They
us a
didn't
Boba
do it.
Fett
So that
picture.
well, this
no,
is like
it was
the
that was their way of punishing us for not going to see Solo.
the
Apparently,
watered down version of it.
We were all supposed to line up and see some doofus play Solo that we never heard of in our entire life.
Alden Peckerwood
Taken over for a Harrison fucking Ford, and it didn't work. It was a terrible idea. That's what I don't understand. These studios that come up with such terrible ideas. It's like, how do these people get jobs? How do they continue to work making these stupid ideas and losing so much money? I don't fucking understand. If I was sitting in a room right now, I'd be like, you don't need a Han Solo movie. Do something else. It's a dumb idea.
Just makes me want to go to Full
I'd
Sail
probably get
University.
fired for saying
degree.
that. You know?
Full Sail University
Makes me want to go to Full Sail University to get a degree there, start college all over, and then get hired by one of these places.
Right. Yeah. It's like I should go to Phoenix University and get my online degree in film and go work for Disney. Because I swear to God, I'd still come up with a better idea than some of these fuckers in the writing room. I'd probably get fired the first day just for saying, that's a terrible idea. You should not speak anymore.
Well, fuck, I could just get coffee for people and then end up owning Star Wars. Kathleen
You got a
Kennedy.
point there. Boom. Anyways,
Fucking bitch.
back to what were we talking about? Terminator?
But no, that's fine. No, that's fine, man. This is a nice little. It was a nice little segue into it. No, but I want to acknowledge the chat here for a minute. Let's see. Ray's Double Dong. The Mandalorian is just a clone of Boba Fett. Why isn't anyone talking about James Mangold's movie? Exactly, man. That was like you said, like Groove said though. We got that shit taken away from us. Just like the Obi-Wan movie they were supposed to make for fucking years that they never made with Ewan McGregor. So now we get a fucking Disney Plus.
I don't know,
show
man.
of it.
I'm starting to have my doubts in Ewan McGregor. I'll wait to see what happens with Dr. Sleep. I hope it's good, but the last couple things that Ewan McGregor has done have not been good.
His European soy.
His goddamn.
Did you guys see season 3 of Fargo?
No.
It's really bad. He was in it, and it was really, really, really bad.
Well, did you hear his goddamn comments?
Ewan McGregor starred in it. He had a dual role, and somehow it still sucked.
His Birds of Prey comments?
Yeah.
Oh, my
just
God.
the Birds of Prey trailer in general, dude. It's like, the only thing is with that one is at least it's like I watch that trailer and I'm like, I know instantly that that's not for me. You know what I mean? It's not trying to honey dick us into tricking us into seeing something that it's not.
I ain't watching
at least its marketing is not insidious. It's like, okay, this movie is made for social justice weirdos and Twitter. Yep. Very on the nose about it too.
The blue check marks.
You guys
will love
have
that
fun
movie.
with your movie. Nobody's going to show up because you guys are all paying 50% of your daddy's rent, you know. So I mean, but hey, go ahead and make that movie.
Leo Red says I watched Solo just for Amelia Clark. Hell, that's about the only thing she's got going is she's good
boring,
looking,
dude. She's
boring. I can't get behind
she's so
her as an
fucking
actress.
basic, man.
Just watch the scenes of her in Game of Thrones.
No shit. Just Google that shit.
That's all I got to do.
On one or look it up on one of the hubs.
The Dragon Lady.
The Dragon Lady. The Dragon Lady, guys. Khaleesi. No, fuck, what was I going to say? God damn it. Whatever.
Probably something about candy corn.
God damn it. Now I'm hungry again.
Right here.
Stop mentioning food. You bastards.
I'm starving. I was going to say something about Star Wars or something. Ian McGregor. Hit related, but anyways. No, I think he's going to be good at Dr. Sleep.
That looks all right, man.
I think he'll be all right in that. I think he'll be pretty good.
The only thing that worries me about Dr. Sleep is they're being so upfront about, we're recreating these scenes from The Shining. And I'm like, remember when I told you when they first announced that? I did a video about this a while back. I watched the first teaser trailer for Dr. Sleep, and I'm like, I don't want this to be The Shining again. It's like this is a sequel to Shining, and that's exactly what the fuck they're advertising as now. And it's starting to lose my interest because I don't want to see scenes from The Shining be recreated.
Real quick,
No.
when was Doctor Sleep released as a book?
Fuck if I know.
Like
I
2
have no
days ago?
idea.
Like,
I have no idea.
let me look this up real quick. Use the Googlies.
Look at
2000. Yeah, that.
look at the chat. How Leia Red? How dare you say she's boring? Talking about
Was-
Amelia Clark. You got the mad faces.
Oh,
Basic.
what? It was released in 2013 when I, yeah.
That's
okay.
when Doctor Sleep came out. Was 2013.
Yeah, my freshman year in college.
Okay.
Same year I graduated high school.
Oh, wow, that sounds weird. Considering I
Not that
graduated
long
in the
ago.
90s. But no.
That kind of fuck. So there's a possibility that some weird agenda shit's in there since it's that recent.
Yep.
Not
2013.
not saying that
Calling
there is.
it
'Cause I
now.
want it to be a good movie, but
Yeah.
I'm not interested enough to go see it. Let's put it
my
that
girlfriend really wants to see it, so I'll see it with her.
You're gonna go see it.
Yeah.
That's all right because you can let us know on the boardroom what you think of it.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, I'm not really that not that invested in The Shining. Like, it's fine.
Yeah, I think it's a cool movie.
I'm not like a cult follower.
I love it, but it just there's this overwhelming desire to recreate things that were better from a different time because nobody
absolutely.
can fucking come up with an original idea, and it's very off-putting. It's like that too, that too, that too, that too.
Oh,
It's like this assembly line of watching everything that I loved be fucking butchered and remade and destroyed, and it's like at this point I can't feel anything anymore. I don't even feel the pain.
It's like stop using good movies as a crutch to benefit your own movie. Just make an original idea, please.
Anything original, just even if it sucks. People need to start taking risks again. Stop opening up all these old franchises and trying to make shit within them.
Although if Ian McGregor in that movie does say hello there, I will lose my shit.
Yeah, if he did at some point, if they snuck that in, I'd mark the fuck out.
No, you're gonna be lucky if he goes, "Thank you, Mr. Torrance."
Not a Stephen King fan. It says Flare X. Leo Red never liked The Shining. I don't read many of the books. I don't have time to read books.
I don't know how to read.
I'm too busy doing videos about articles from We Got This Covered and reviewing Batwoman to read fucking books.
Fuck it, we got this covered.
Oh, when all else fails, I just go to
God damn it, Pete.
I just go to We Got This Covered. I have books on books I haven't had a chance to fucking read yet. I've got comic books sitting here I have to read. I've got that fucking Neil Gaiman Sandman. I've got 2 of the 3 first
I feel like
graphic
sending you a
novels of
box
that.
of books for Christmas. Just be an asshole.
My I told
All
him
in Braille too.
Just
Oh,
a bunch
God.
of paperbacks, they're all like romance novels and shit from the dime store.
Yeah.
I've
all those romance novels have a picture of Fabio and
Yep.
some broad
Yeah.
on the front of it.
hair's
They all
all
have
blown in the
six-packs on
wind.
them.
Yeah. Let's see. Flare X says Cujo, the book was good, and the one about the twins, I like the books more than the movies. All right. I've never actually read one of the books.
I mean, shit, it is like this fucking big. I'm never gonna finish it. I've given up on it. It's too fucking long. I can't do it.
Somebody was telling me something about it. What the hell was it? It's the fucking. I think it might have been Sal. We were talking.
It's a cocaine fueled fever dream, is what the fuck it is.
Yeah, because I've never read the book, and the fucking his enemy is a big space spider or something like that.
Yeah, all of it
Turtle.
takes on a giant turtle.
A turtle. Yeah, fucking turtle. I'm like, what the fuck? A turtle?
Yep.
Turtles aren't bad.
Turtles are bad, okay?
Turtles aren't bad. Okay.
Heroes in a half shell.
Turtle power. Oh, speaking of heroes, my hero right now is Mr. Loudy, because Loudy has a little segment we like to do before we go home because, frankly, my ass is getting a little bit sore from this chair, and that is who's worthy of Mjolnir. Coach Loudy, why don't you take it away?
I've guessed it right the past 3 weeks.
All right. Well, let's see if you can guess this one. All right. It's been a long road, gentlemen. It's been a very long road. since I last had a Mjolnir. What has it been? 6 days? Less than 5 days, something like that. It's been a while. My creative juices aren't quite what they used to be, so you'll have to bear with me.
Should have had a V8.
I'm sorry?
Should have had a V8.
Oh, man. I have some V8 in the fridge, actually. It's a strawberry kiwi. It's pretty delicious, I ain't gonna lie. So, this guy right here, he's a real piece of shit, all right? He's a fucking quitter. And quite frankly, Mjolnir likes quitters nowadays. I just want to shake the shit out of this guy so bad, but unfortunately, I'm going to have to give it to him this week, guys. Guys, this week's Worthy of Holding Mjolnir. And surprise, surprise, the final Worthy of Holding Mjolnir, because I'm having a hard time, is me, Coach Loudy. I am worthy of holding Mjolnir because I'm a quitter, and I have a hard time thinking of these things from week to week.
He threw himself on the cross to suffer for our sins, ladies and gentlemen.
Adam, where's your Arnold Schwarzenegger bullshit button?
We're going to do that on his
I'd be
channel.
putting that up right now. I'd be she.
I can do that, but wait. She.
You know what? After I put that up, you can never watch The Wire the same way ever again after that. Because every time he does that, it's like, holy fuck, that guy's good at that.
Family Guy. I will only watch The Wire.
And now, go Chargers, go.
Oh, shit, man. So Loudy's going to have to come up with a new segment for Monday nights now.
I will. I got a
All
whole
right.
week to think of a new segment. Don't worry. I'll think of it either Sunday night or Monday morning.
Oh, with that being said, I think this is a good spot to take it home as things have kind of run their course here. I think this has been a good episode. Hey, wait, I want to go back and acknowledge the chat here real quick. Let's see, make sure we didn't miss anything. Oh, Chris Wicks, here's a good one. What are you guys looking forward to from the Obi-Wan series? I said that right here, Chris. I said I just want to see him do the lore justice and make it solid compared to what they've done. Obi-Wan is a fucking awesome character, especially the Ewan McGregor iteration. Not to take
the best way you do that, Chris Wicks, is you make it a Western, and you have it be one of those Westerns where it's like the rogue samurai that wanders into town, doesn't want anything, doesn't want to call any attention to himself whatsoever, and reluctantly has to save some people in peril. That's the only fucking way you do Obi-Wan. It has to be a Western, but instead of a 6-shooter, he has a lightsaber. He's reluctant to use it, and circumstances happen that are beyond his control to where he's called back into action.
It's 2019. Obi-Wan's going to have a laser pistol. Let's be
real. Just think of, watch any episode of Kung Fu and replace Kane with Obi-Wan, and that's what you have.
What if we watched episodes of Kung Fu instead? What, you guys haven't heard of Kung Fu?
I've heard of Kung Pao chicken.
No, my God.
Stop talking about food, especially fucking Chinese food. That sounds delicious.
No. So I'm not sure. For those of you in the chat who know, feel free to chime in. But Kung Fu, they take these old like Chinese and Japanese like Kung Fu movies and shit, and they dub like hilarious like ghetto ass.
Oh, that sounds like badass right there.
All right, now you
I'm
have my
interested.
attention.
Can we watch some now?
Yeah, that sounds like a good time to me. I love that kind of shit.
The first time I ever saw any of it, I was down in El Paso because my brothers were stationed down at Fort Hood, I believe is what's in El Paso. And was hanging. So my one brother, Justin, was he was getting ready to graduate from his leadership training thing. And his twin brother, Anthony, they were both in at the same time. He was just at the barracks. He wasn't in the leadership class. So I got to hang out with Anthony. We got Whataburger. I was all of $1.70 in wrestling. So I got like a large fry, a 32-ounce chocolate shake, and this giant triple burger, and fucking downed it all because I was badass.
He's just fucking with Pete now.
Yeah,
fucking with me too, brother.
Hey, listen, but for real, if you guys ever make your way down to Texas, get a chocolate shake from Whataburger. It's literally like
been there, done that. I agree. It's delicious, fucking delicious, dude.
Just saying, if that chick came out of a dick, I'd be a faggot. But
Oh my God.
Okay, guys. Good night.
And that's the end of ETEP Coolion's The Place to Be reviews, ladies and gentlemen. It's been nice knowing you. Bye.
I'd like to thank all my subscribers for supporting me over these last 8 months. Ah, fuck.
I did not see that coming.
That's what she
God
said.
Damn it. Oh man. Just fucking Nagasaki the whole fucking YouTube, son.
Holy
Jesus Christ.
fucking shit, dude. That was a Pearl Harbor job if I've ever fucking seen one.
Goober's looking for Jesus right now.
Time out. Are you saying it's a Pearl Harbor and a Nagasaki because I'm a quarter Japanese?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Goober Brothers is probably halfway on his way to fucking Chick-fil-A by now.
He's going to church, man.
He's going
he
to
joined-
Chick-fil-A to find Jesus.
He had
went-
to find
no,
some
I'm just
more,
gonna
some more
drink
effective
myself to
alcohol
the
for this.
He's
Christ.
drinking fucking laundry detergent now.
Whew.
He's, I don't want to eat Tide Pods. I'm going to drink them after that.
Well, it's just vodka.
Oh, Loudy, I love you.
Love you too, guys. If I can't be on the show anymore,
I like Tide Pods in my Hot Pockets.
No, you are. That's why you're on the show.
Oh, okay, good.
That's why you're on the show.
Okay.
Oh, so this has been episode 74 of the Place to Be Reviews.
Yeah.
It has definitely been a hell of an episode. I'd like to thank everybody for joining us this evening. Cody from Goober Brothers.
What's up?
Tell them where they can find you at, my brother.
You can find me here on YouTube at Goober Brothers Entertainment. Please subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, or you don't have to hit the bell. Just subscribe if you want. It's okay. Just on your own time.
Dong.
Ding the bell on motherfucking Cody's channel. You hear me? You heard me?
Right. And you can find me on Instagram and Anchor and iTunes. Yeah. So go subscribe now.
Do it.
Do
Flare X, thank you. Praise the Lord and pass the ammunition. Flare X, thanks for joining us, my man. Leo Red. Groovinator.
You can find me right here at this website, www.razorlostflix.com. That takes you to all of my social media hubs, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, what the fuck ever the kids are into nowadays. And make sure you show up for Friday nights where I'll be doing the Grindhouse of Go-Go, and you might see some of these knuckleheads on that channel as well on our Friday show. It's going to be fun. Looking forward to it. And of course, don't forget the boardroom.
Oh yeah.
Hey.
Loudy. You can find Loudy. What's up, man?
You can find me here at the Place to Be Reviews on Monday nights, just taking my fucking stick and stirring the shit pot, folks.
That's my man. Go Bucks.
Always.
Go Bucks. So yeah, don't forget this Wednesday night right here. The premiere of the boardroom would be myself, Groovinator, Cody, and Salvador right here. We are the goddamn 4 horsemen of the fandom menace. I'm calling it right now. The boardroom, baby. Well, that shit right up. We are the 4 horsemen of the fandom menace.
Of the future.
4 horsemen of the goddamn apocalypse as far as the SJWs are concerned.
Exactly.
So, no, but thank you all for joining us, man. Be sure to slap that like button on the way up. Subscribe to all these guys' channels. If you haven't subscribed to Salvador's channel, 2 Cents Toys, go do that right now. He's up to 70 subs. We're going to get him to 100, goddamn it. We want to get Groove to 500. I'm at 115. I'd take 150. Cody, want to get him to 100 here. What right now would you say?
22.
That's all right. Hey man, look, don't even say 22. Like hey, it happens, dude. You work full time. It takes a lot to build these channels. It takes a lot to build these channels.
I've been at this shit for almost 9 months. So.
Dude, I remember when I first started doing YouTube videos, because that was about 10 years ago. I haven't done them in 10 years, but I had I don't know if you guys know this or if I've said it, but I used to have my own sports show I put on YouTube. About 10 years ago. If you dig deep through Facebook 10 years ago, you'll find the very first episode ever of Rowdy Loudy Sports Shorts from 2009. And then when I was working for Ohio State's football team, I decided, hey, I kind of should probably be taken seriously. And I deleted all of them off YouTube. And well, guys, here I am, folks. I'm back.
Is that back when you used to suck dicks for Whataburgers?
No. that was
just curious. Just bringing it back.
That was an alternate timeline.
What a wiener.
See, so the way time works, so a lot of people think it's a linear progression, right? Everyone thinks it's a straight line. But in reality, it's more like a ball. It's more like fabric, like quilt. It's all wibbly wobbly, timey wimey,
Jerkily, jerkily.
Jerkily. Adam, don't do that, bro.
Well, we know what Adam's going to do when we get
Well,
off.
he says it was a ball, so I know where he was going with this shit. I just figured I'd, fill in the blanks.
Was
Unlike,
it blue?
well, no, mine weren't blue. I'm sure Groove's are, but we're not going to talk about that live on air.
Holy crap.
Hey, 90 and a hot cha-cha. Here's the fucking mask. I'm going away.
Oh shit. Well.
Oh, and don't forget, folks, especially if you're James Cameron, hiding your movies behind politics doesn't make it critic proof.
Nope.
No, it doesn't. And you can join me right here. I'm going to jump on tomorrow morning, do a quick morning show against my better judgment, because I still have a Batwoman video to do, which means I'm going to have to get that done tonight. And yeah.
Fuck you.
God damn it. So this has been the Place to Be Reviews, episode 74. Thank everybody for joining us in the chat tonight. I'm Tepukuian, and I leave you with this, like I do every video and every live stream. If I don't see you, have a great day. And a pleasant
don't
tomorrow.
use your first draft. No, we don't use it. Listen,
bye.
Don't use the first draft. It's not worth it, Ryan.
Okay.